Hello, everyone. Hey, guys.
Will Chip stream to unmute his mic on stream?
Yeah, they can hear me right now.
Dewey.
I've broken the curse.
You sure about that?
Have you though? I mean,
I've broken the curse of unmuting my mic on stream.
I mean,
the curse is still active in my opinion.
Right.
Not gonna
How
lie.
is everyone? How was everyone's
We'll give you the
long-
benefit
I'm
of the
doing
doubt.
peachy, bro. Woke up on time. Had a great morning. Did my
Gotten
laundry.
a call in
went
Discord on
grocery
time.
shopping. Hung out with my friends in
Time.
Discord at the scheduled time. Before that, even. How's your morning been, Gypsy?
My morning was good until you know, router problems. But
So
I had a lovely breakfast of fried eggs and toast. Watched Critical Role. I did panic writing because I was really fucking worried about today.
Mm-hmm.
You
Guys, fuck this job. Let's just go dip.
Wow.
Beach episode 3. Let's go, boys.
Beach episode 3. Everyone just bails.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Okay. So does anyone want to do a recap, or shall I do it? Because it has been 2 weeks.
How
I got
about
beat
everyone
up
rolls
by
a
animated
D20,
armor.
and
I
whoever has
understand.
the highest roll has to recap.
Sure.
Whoever's the highest. Oh fuck,
Yeah.
Bell's not here.
Because I roll shit. Yeah, I roll shit today. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
10.
I rolled a 2.
2.
Well, I mean, but I recapped last time.
That's fair. Josh did recap last time.
So it's on you.
I'll do it because it's been 2 weeks. I'll do it.
Damn.
So, last time we met, the party had been hired, I guess, by a figure called Erebos to go into the Dawn Hall, the Lord Regent's house, and find what was called an amplification crystal, which they believed to be the source of the cultist's power. They searched the bottom floor, went up the stairs, found some trophy cases with some stuff in, proceeded to get their asses beat by some things that were guarding those trophy cases, and that was where we left off. The room was dimly lit. There were pieces of armor strewn across the floor. And the wind and the rain.
Is any of that
still
plate mail
battered outside.
working plate mail?
No. Maybe with some work you could get it working again. But some of the pieces have like slashes down the middle.
I walk over to the
I don't really
unopened
care.
case on my side, and I just elbow the glass and take whatever's inside.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So this
open
is
the other one.
the far left one.
No, he's on the right.
I was on the right.
Oh, you were on the right. So the
I'm
far right
opening the
one.
one on the left.
Okay.
Because fuck it, we killed the guys.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
on the far right, there is what looks to be a very plain dagger compared to the others.
Okay.
Nothing worth of note. Leather wrapped around the hill, normal blade. But yeah, if you want to look at it further, you can.
Does it give me kind of like Arcana check? See if there's something magical about it. Maybe?
Make an
Or-
Arcana check, yeah.
If only you
Are
had
you
someone
magical?
there who could do it.
Yeah, if only we had a.
So who could cast
Hey,
magic.
Cyrus, could you see if this here dagger is magical, of some sorts?
So, I mean, I kind of can't use any more spells at the moment.
But could you just can't you like set, I don't know how your magic
I
shit
mean,
works.
Can
I
you
will-
smell it?
I will.
Can you smell what
I
the
will-
mage is
I will
cooking?
look, basically, I will just look to see if there's any like runes on it or anything like that. See if it's enchanted and see if there's any like runes that I recognize that are definitely of magic.
Okay.
But that's
if
what, I'm
you're-
not saying like it's inherently magic. I'm just like trying to see if
You're
I'm
looking
not-
specifically for things that would identify as
I
magical.
roll because I rolled a
Mate,
2 for my
So
Arcana check,
roll an investigation.
investigation. Investigation, yeah. Investigation, fucking fine, boys. 17.
Okay. So roll Arcana. Investigation's gonna be for
21.
what you see. Okay.
I get +5 to both, boys.
nice, nice.
GG. So you look at this dagger and you turn it over, and the hilt It seems pretty plain. It's just wrapped leather. The blade itself doesn't seem to be magical in any way, but there are, on the underside of the blade, there's a staining on it that doesn't appear inherently magical, or doesn't appear inherently magical now, but there's a vague feeling or aura about this mark.
I mean, it's not magical exactly. Like it's a pretty standard blade, but it does have. Without identifying, I wouldn't know exactly what it was, but it does have like a magic-esque to it, but it's not inherently magical. It's not like
I'll
enchanted in a way that I can see.
I'll see if I can get it identified once we're out of this
Okay.
mess.
And I'll pass it back to him.
So
Thank you.
Peldo now
Can't we-
has the stone tablet and the dagger. Throom, you went to the other case?
Yes.
Okay, so the other case down the far left has just a small dark red orb inside of a little wooden chest with the top open inside of the case.
So it's in a chest inside the case.
Yeah, it's in a tiny chest about like the size of a little music box with like a padded interior.
Is it pretty ornate?
It's a perfect sphere of this sort of dark
Oh, in
red,
the box.
almost. What'd you say? Oh, the
In
box.
the box.
It's nice, but it's not like gilded in gold, or the inside looks to have been felted, and this ball sort of sits on a cushion.
Alright. I'll put it in my bag.
Okay. So do you take the ball or the box and the ball?
Take the box and the ball.
Okay.
Hey, Throom. Can't help but noticed you picked up a mighty fine looking sword out of that one case. Were you planning on using that?
Camille's just gonna kind of cut in and be like, Fadil, Throom, Cyrus, I've noticed that we've sort of derailed this mission and you're all nearly dead, so maybe we should keep her going?
I mean, let's see.
I think we should find somewhere to rest.
Indeed.
I'm for that plan, and while we're resting, you can maybe give me that sword, you know?
What's in it for me if I do?
Bow, bow,
Next time I find what weapons do you use?
Short sword's pretty fine.
Well, next time I find a weapon of your liking, I'll make sure to send it your way.
Alright, fair enough. I'll hand it over to him.
Lay it.
Okay.
So it's like it's the same material as the.
Throom
dagger that
hands
I
you
have,
this long sword, and it is the same dark grey material on the blade that you've
Okay.
seen before, but
Okay.
instead of a metal handle, it has a handle that's carved from ivory or bone.
Ooh.
It's a pale white, and there are intricate carvings all the way around.
Ooh. How do I mark this in my inventory?
Just mark it
Bone
as
longsword.
yeah, the Dawnhall longsword.
Don't hold on, sorry.
Ooh.
It was in the Dawnhall.
Got a lot of shit to identify after this. Alright, cool. If it's cursed, I'll cut your trunk off, alright?
I was the one that forced you to use it.
That's a good point. Alright, let's fucking find a place to rest up. Cause I'm hurt, bro. I have 4 HP. I need a short rest, like
Okay,
now.
so you're
Wait, what's HP?
you're in the hallway currently. There's the stairs behind you that lead downstairs.
Uh-huh.
Again, there's on the left side there's 3 doors, on the right side there's 2 doors, and in the center there's a set of double doors.
Okay. Where do we go?
Go through the center door. I guess we could just rest up in the hallway. I don't
Well, you know, back in when I was in
know.
learning for Bloodhunters, we when we couldn't make a decision, we had this little thing that we would do. It's called Eeny Meeny Miny Mo. Heard about it?
No.
Alright.
Sounds like magic bullshit.
I know eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Well, care to take the lead then?
Alright, so what you do is when you've got more than one choice and you're like, whoa, I don't know, and you don't want to make an unbiased thing, it's a little trick we do, and you just point at the things you have to choose from and just say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And then after the cute little song, can that song be my song of rest, by the way, if I sing eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
You need to sing during your short rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You either
And then
sing
you
or play
go
an
out
instrument.
you must go, and then the one that you land on is the one that you choose.
I'm just imagining Throom like looking at the doors now, like eeny meeny miny mo, just pointing at them all and being like, well, that doesn't help.
Right, so oh boy, I just unmuted the tab with the sound effects. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, so if you're looking at the double doors with the stairs behind you, there's the double doors, a door on either side of the double doors,
Okay.
and then on the wall alongside you there's one door that way on the right, and two doors that way on the left.
So there's
Fuck, it's all
5
doors.
doors total?
There is
Cyrus,
five doors and the double doors, yeah.
Yeah.
Cyrus is gonna walk up to, you know where those, the double door is?
Yeah.
The one on the left of that. I'm gonna put my ear up against that. Can I hear anything behind that door?
Door number 1 on the left.
Make
Through
a
goes in.
perception check.
No.
While Cyrus is just...
I've got my ear up against that door, and you're just walking in.
Thur's been just counting doors and then just decides he wants to go to that one.
Okay, so Throom doesn't understand any Mimo. Opens the door.
I mean, I rolled a 3.
Okay, so you...
Is it-
what you hear is...
I'm listening.
Cyrus is there and he starts to hear... Dun, 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 dun. And it starts to really begin to worry you. And then you hear... And then you fall forward because Throom's walked up behind you and opened the door. Okay.
Boom takes 8 points of damage.
Oh god.
What you don't realise is that noise was Throom.
Yeah, no.
Oh. What do my elephant eyes see?
I mean, you see a room if you want to specifically look around the room, etc. It's... So you go in and there's a soft carpet along the floor, and in the front corners there are some like velveted seats with embroidered tapestries along the wall. It's not lit at the moment, but like the light from the outside gives it a very dim light. There's some sconces on
Can
the
I
walls.
can I kind of like squeeze in between, cast light on like my dagger and kind of shine into the room, see if we can see a little more.
Okay, so you go in and yeah, it's it looks to be maybe a meeting room of some kind. There's a table on the side with some alcohol.
Would this be safe enough, Mr. DM, for us to take a little bit of a short rest?
Mr. DM.
Like, would we? Like, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to give the go ahead, right? I mean, so like.
So you do see that there is a door on the other side of the room, on the right side wall. But you don't see anything threatening.
Yeah, like short rests are like 30 minutes to an hour, right? It's not like we're gonna. Fucking...
Yeah, not a super long time.
Yeah.
Without metagaming, all I'm going to tell you is that
Yeah.
you're in the house of known cultists.
I still think we have to though, because of our health.
We could also go back to that servants area that we know is clear. Take a rest there.
We could also just board the doors up, lock them while we're in here. Get a little breather.
Yeah, I could really use a breather, so yeah, I really need a break.
I'm going to sit down by that alcohol, take a little sip of that.
I am going to sit down and take my rest, but definitely have
Yeah.
my eyes on both entrances to the room while we rest.
Oh,
I'm
and
gonna
I'm gonna take one of the chairs.
All right.
Push it under one of the door handles, the far door handle. or the door on the
Before
right.
we carry on,
Mhm.
Panda has to run. You have an
Yeah.
emergency.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
Life comes first.
It's absolutely
Family
fine.
emergency at home. Just take
It's
me
all good.
away.
So,
Gypsy, you know my character well.
I
I'm
do.
thinking you play me as like an NPC
Yeah.
character for the
I
session,
can
and
play
that's
Camille
it.
for the session, and
Okay.
then you'll just have to
No, that's
watch
so
and catch up.
sad.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. I'm really
Don't
sorry.
mind me. I'm just
It's
gonna
okay.
delay like all the big reveals where everyone dies for next week.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Alright.
It's fine. So. Let me...
I'm so sorry, guys. I'll
It's
see you all
fine.
soon.
It's okay.
All right.
Scene's gonna be fucked now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just setting
I
one up
have
now.
to change my camera.
My cameras.
Oh boy.
My cameras!
My cameras.
Add existing source.
Yeah, boy.
Add.
Now to fix the overlay. You're. Can we just like roll for our like short rests, like our hit dice and shit, while we do this, or no?
While I'm doing this, yeah, sure. So, Camilla sits down with you. Are you all short resting in this room?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to prop one of the chairs
Yeah,
under the door on the right, like kind of like prop a chair, like block the door handle.
Okay, it's a sofa, so it just about fits under the door handle.
Nice.
Sorry about this, guys. I'm just gonna fix the overlay now.
Yeah. All good. All good.
It's all good in my
Excuse
hood.
me. My hit dice is.
That's
D8s,
some
right?
decent healing.
Ah, that's not too bad. That'll do.
Yeah.
Let's-
Reckon I get to roll a d6, boy.
Oh, fuck this. I'm just gonna.
Excuse me.
Why? What have you done?
I
You
burped.
don't add anything else, do you? You just add. It's just the number you roll down.
You all had an extra 1d6 because what I was trying to say is that Camilla
My hit dice is a D10.
would be playing the violin for you all.
Oh, you want me to roll for her?
Yeah, you can do.
I'll do
D8s
So
for
roll.
Birds?
All right. Cool.
No. She just. It's part of her thing. She just
Yeah, it's a
plays.
D6.
It doesn't matter what the performance is.
Oh, we get to roll a different.
You get to
get
roll
to
an
add-
extra
add a
1d6.
D6.
An
and
extra 1d.
You all
Oh,
get to
you
roll
don't-
an extra
oh,
1d6.
Guys, I rolled 10 extra health when I only have 15 max and I had 8. That's
Yeah,
good.
I got
Alexa,
myself back.
shut your mouth.
Alexa, shut your mouth.
Didn't ask you fucking shit, you hooker.
Whoa, but like,
Alright,
she a cute hooker though.
Let's see.
She a
I'm
cute
gonna
hooker
use 2
though.
hit dice, so sure, whatever. Dude. Oh, baby! I rolled the wrong hit dice. Never mind, doesn't count. God,
Oh my
fucking
God.
shit.
Did you roll a 12 or something?
I feel uncomfortable being the only one on screen right now.
I'm trying to fucking. I don't know why it's zoomed you in so much and it's weird. There we go.
I used all my hit dice, but I'm back at full health, boys.
I'm back at full health,
Alexa,
boys.
play Despacito being
One
played.
hit, I used one hit dice, and then the other one put me to full. I rolled over my health.
Yikes.
Oh, I did roll a 7, and I rolled 10. You know.
Look at chat, Soko.
Oh god.
Alright, Dutch is
Hey,
on right
hey,
now as well.
Monica, hey, bro,
I'm back at full health.
Hey,
We out here,
Monica,
boys.
hey, bro,
Same dude.
Monica.
And I
Does
got
anyone
my
want to
key
find
points
me
back.
a fun little meme photo for Panda while she's not here?
I
Absolutely.
got it.
I will.
No, I've already know exactly what I'm gonna do.
I
no,
swear to,
no,
I know.
no, I got it. I got it.
No, I got it.
No,
You'll
I
have
got
to. Oh god, I'll have to fucking unfull screen Discord. Sorry about this, chat. Obviously, when like player emergencies come up, there's not much we can do about it. Panda had to go.
Yep.
It is what it is. We will carry on as best we can. And
Isn't there a way easier way to do this? Or am I high?
Why
What,
can't I
for
send
me?
this in the chat? Like, what
not
the
without changing back my other one. I'm just setting up a separate thing now. That'll work.
Oh, gotcha.
So that I can, like, you know, if someone has to dip out
Got
at
it.
some point, I don't have to redo the whole
That's
fucking
not a
cameras.
picture, Soko. That's.
I don't care.
What the hell
Oh,
did you
did this
send,
not
Koiba?
save as a proper fucking?
No, it
Does
didn't.
this not save as a fucking image? What is this garbage?
What the
Garbage.
fuck is this shit?
Hot garbage.
Man, my throat is just great. Tomorrow in Dungeon Select, everyone that and every NPC that you guys talk to
It's
is
gonna be
gonna,
gravelly and.
it's gonna have a cold.
I love how Dutch was like, "Do you still have your code?" And I'm like, "No," and then immediately started fucking sneezing and coughing.
Yikes. This has been a great episode.
And it's been a great episode. Everyone's ill. Cammy has had
I'm
to
not
do
ill.
a runner.
It's not-
I mean, I'm not ill. I'm
Okay, everyone important's ill.
Got him.
All right.
All right, bye.
Wow.
Hey, man.
Okay.
I was just called unimportant.
Yikes. Dude, is that you?
Now the session has reached its peak. Yeah, that's right. I'm the only one important here, bitch.
Wow.
Calm down, Trump.
Whoa. It's toxic.
All right.
Can we kill the DM in the meantime? Yeah, we can. Sure.
Can we kill the the demon or the DM?
Yo, I want to
DM.
have the gods.
Wow.
Since it's basically the DM.
You can. I think some people have more cause than others to want to kill the DM and kill the. Fuck. Media source. That's the thing. Browse.
Hey guys, welcome to Sellouts and Spell Slots. We're about to start. We're just fixing up the scene.
Yeah.
We just destroyed these animated suits of armor. Taking a little bit of a short rest, taking a breather. I got a badass new sword. We're about to start, guys. It's great.
Cyrus
Welcome on
little
in.
pussy. Let's go.
What?
There we go. Perfect.
Alright, dope. Alright.
All right. So you would all like to take your long rest.
Short rest. Yeah.
Short
Long
rest.
rest, dude. I'm
sorry.
down. Yeah, just 8-hour rest and then
I
bad
get
guy.
Gypsy.
Sounds
I'm taking
lit.
back 2 first level spell slots
Okay.
because wizards smile.
Yeah. Is anyone keeping some sort of watch or?
I'm actively looking at both of the entrances to the room.
Okay.
As soon as I see something move or like the
I'm,
door handle like
I'm just
move,
sipping
I'm
on some
gonna
alcohol.
stand up and just go for him.
Okay. So.
No, wait, never mind, Gypsy. Ignore me. I can't. I already used it today.
Yes,
I've
yes,
not
you
had a
did.
I've
You,
not-
at
I've not had a long
Erebus's.
rest.
So have you got no spell slots?
Nope. Let's go, boys.
Oofed. Okay.
Off.
Today.
Cantrips ahoy.
Shitty wizard.
So your rest goes largely interrupted,
Interrupted? By what?
uninterrupted.
Oh.
Peldale, make a perception check. Also, I've just noticed on this overlay that I put the levels on, but just for Dutch.
Natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay.
He blind.
You spend your short rest utterly self-focused on whatever's eating you up currently. Everything else just isn't there for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this light up a bit more. Yeah, okay, so you will take your long rest, you take
Short
the time.
rest.
Short rest. Fucking Christ. Camilla feels comfortable enough to sit around you and slowly play the violin. doesn't seem to attract any unwanted attention,
Question mark?
as far as you know. And
Because it's just so normal to hear violent noises all the
Mm-hmm.
time.
what do you guys do?
Shit.
Right, now that we're all okay again, where do you guys think, like, if you were some creepy cult, yeah, where would you hide this crystal that you guys are protecting in this
The
castle?
basement.
Probably.
Weren't we convinced there was no basement?
I
Probably
mean, we
somewhere.
haven't seen one.
I would say somewhere high up. Probably. You know, you'd put it in like either like a master bedroom or really secure area. You either put it in plain sight where no one's gonna find it, or you lock it down.
I suggest we just systematically go through all these doors until we find something, I guess. The room
Alright
we're
then.
in
It had that second door on the side.
is like a meeting room, and it has one other door that leads somewhere else, right?
Yes, there's the
The one I
door
put a
you
chair in
came
front of.
in, and there's a door that Throom has barred.
I will move the chair. and
Okay.
Listen at the door first, because I'm
Make
feeling
a
more
perception check.
cautious.
Excuse me.
That's a 14.
Well,
Apart
one and two so
from-
far.
The breathing of your party behind you, and the rain beating on the windows, everything else is still and silent.
All right, I will ease the door open.
Okay, it's unlocked.
All right. What is inside?
You step into another unlit room, but the room has dark vision. Everyone but Kamiya has dark vision.
Feels bad.
It's a bedroom. It looks to be maybe a master bedroom. There's a large, much larger bed than you'd saw in the inns, with like 4 posts on either corner, and there's like the wood on the posts is carved into intricate patterns. The room around you, surprisingly fairly empty. There's one large wardrobe on the other side of the bed, and a few books dotted around on the tables here and there, but the room overall looks fairly unused.
Can I open the wardrobe?
Can try.
I'll try to open the wardrobe.
Okay. Yeah, you open up the wardrobe and there's neatly folded, maybe 7 or so quite fancy looking robes. One of them is like a dark purple, one of them is a dark red, there's one that's sort of like a teal or almost azure blue. And they're
Do
all
they look
folded at the bottom.
elephant-sized?
It's hard to tell while they're folded up.
I will unfold the red one.
It is human sized.
Fuck!
What
So
would
we're
be a
discussed.
wraparound robe on you would be more like a waistcoat.
Anything in there through 'em?
Nah, shitty crap robes. I'll
Alright.
throw it back in the wardrobe and
One
shove
room we
it.
don't have to look out for then.
Okay.
I'd say we just go back to the hallway and start inspecting the rooms and see.
This new room doesn't have another door in it, does it?
No. It
Okay.
has a window, but no door.
Okay.
Right.
I'll go out with Belleville.
Cyrus,
Oh, hello. Yeah.
what do you suggest?
Yeah. You
Why are we
should
asking him?
You had my back in that fight.
We should probably stick together more than anything else, because if we all split off and one of us, you know, gets yoinked, or we find a room just full of people, better if we were together, or
Sounds good.
you know,
Sounds good.
you know.
Yeah, it'd be such a
I'll-
shame if you ended up disappearing.
Yeah, it would actually.
Listen, through.
Yeah.
Get it? You had my back in that fight. Just cut him some slack, alright? A little bit. Not so much, just a little bit.
Kamiya sort of like looks at you and goes, I mean, Cyrus wasn't the one that was on the floor.
You don't get this. Oh, I didn't see that she didn't. Want
Cyrus
to fight.
also
Oh, never
didn't
mind.
get hit.
Well, he wasn't the one that broke into the display cases.
He also didn't help too much with the problem.
A little bit. Fuck one of them up. Anyway, let's just.
As they're like talking, I'm just gonna slink away, just into the main hallway again, just like.
I'll follow
nope.
along. I'll follow along.
Just like
Okay.
yikes.
So what door did we now get? The most left one. The left.
We've got when we were facing the two, we got on the left. So
Yeah,
So
so-
yeah, so you've gone. You're in the left side of the hallway right now, and
Uh-huh.
if you were facing away from the stairs and away from the double doors,
Mm-hmm.
towards the end of the hallway, there's a window at the end where the plate armor was stood, that you're now like walking on, like crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Fucking right side door you've already been through, and then there's two on the left. One right at the end of the hallway on the left side, and one maybe 10 feet back.
And there's double doors, right?
There's double doors in the middle of the hallway, not on this left side.
Okay. I mean, do we just take the next door on this side of the hallway? I guess. I don't know where
I
to
mean-
fucking look.
We need to check everywhere.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
I'm struggling keeping up Feldo's voice because my throat is just fucking raspy as shit, dude.
If you have to let it go, bud, let it go. Like,
Yeah, I think I might have to let it go for this session. It fucking hurts. Yeah.
I think so. I should just head towards the right-hand door, so the one on the opposite side, and just listen out to see if he can hear anything.
So
From
which
that
door
door.
was that?
Just the one straight across, so we're on the left or on the right side of those.
Okay, so
that's
there's-
I'm going to.
The
hold
one
out-
straight across. One's if
My
as you
sword.
come out of that door, one's on that side at the end of the corridor, and one's on
Right.
that side closer towards the stairs.
the one close to the stairs.
Okay.
I'll follow along and I'll unsheath my sword with the ivory handle.
Okay.
I will listen
See
to
what
the
it does, you
door,
know?
like holding onto like the door handle and just like listening,
Mhm.
and then yeah.
Okay, make a perception check.
What the fuck is that number? Oh, that's the yikes. Okay.
That's the same.
Perception.
Dutch.
It-
This
it
is the
sixth
first time
number.
Peldale's like properly held this sword by the hilt, right?
Oh god, yes.
Don't. Oh god. Okay,
You hear a
so
voice in your head.
It goes ooh ooh.
My name is Craven Edge.
Oh god.
you as you draw this sword, you sort of start to balance it to feel what it's like, and the actual balance of the sword is very well made.
Mm-hmm.
But on the handle, right where you'd normally rest your thumb, is like quite a sharp part of the bone. So you have to almost put your thumb round a different way to normal.
Interesting. Okay.
Alright.
Anything? Well, I cut my finger open, or like anything happen?
What?
I wanna. Okay, wait. You say where I normally rest my thumb? There's like a sharp thing, right?
Yeah.
Like part of me now wants to just press my finger on that and see what happens if my thumb starts bleeding. See if the sword does something.
Do it, dude.
What is this you or is this Peldale? Like
that
This is
Feldo or is-
Feldo. This is Feldo.
Do
He's
it.
like,
okay.
because he's very apt in swords, and to have a sword hilt be made in a way where it's uncomfortable to hold like a normal sword, that's interesting. So he's like, does it, you know?
Okay.
You're possessed by a demon spirit.
You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Okay.
And you watch as the sharp, bony part of this hilt, what had been ivory white, that's now crimson red, that slowly fades. And it goes back to that stained white ivory colour.
What could go? Aha!
Does Broom see this happen?
Interesting.
I mean, sorry.
I'll say no, because
it's
you weren't
happening
specifically
behind-
looking for it.
Sorry,
Oh.
And it's
happening behind
literally
you.
only his thumb.
Peldale looks at it and just mutters to himself, "That's interesting."
So while you're holding it now, like, it's almost as if the handle itself has shifted, so where your thumb sits now, the sharp part is just ahead of your thumb, almost curved, so that your thumb recesses perfectly into it.
So like it moved. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good to know. Okay. Gonna write that shit down real quick.
Just writes down, what the fuck, sword?
Sword sucks blood. There you go.
Vampire sword.
I mean, you're welcome to try again. The
Gypsy-
sharp bit's still there.
Gypsy, I rolled a 6 on my perception chest. Check.
Okay, yeah, you hear a slow dudum, dudum, dudum. Then realise it's your heart and you're pretty fucking nervous.
I will grab it like shakily open, trying to open it like really stealthily, but just like shakingly, just like open it up. So it's just like rattling.
Okay,
Just like that.
you come into this room and it's about the same size as the meeting room, with a large table in the middle, and on the walls there are a number of solid golden framed pieces of artwork. There's no chairs, there's no side tables or anything, just this main table in the middle and these artworks all the way around the room. You look at one of them, the largest, which is at the head of the room, and it depicts a fairly young to middle-aged elven man with a sort of narrow jaw and a slightly crooked nose and this short brown hair that seems to curl at the ends.
I will. Is there anything on the table? Look at the table.
I'd like to have a little look around the room as well, please. Have
Okay.
a little investigation, you know. See if there's
So
anything
make an
wrong.
investigation roll, Paldo. Cyrus, you're just looking to see if there's anything on the table. The table is empty.
Okay, and then I'll
Try and watch
we
out for
wanted to
people.
look around the room as well.
12.
Just like,
Okay, so if you're doing it independently, roll another investigation check.
I rolled a 12.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
25 in total.
So, Paldo first, you go round the room. You notice a few of the placards for the paintings are beginning to gather some dust.
I like that word. Can you say that again?
Placard.
Ooh.
Let's make it a soundbite.
Oh my god. A few of the little fucking signs have been gathering
placards.
dust. Apart from the paintings, you don't really notice anything.
Okay.
Obviously, there's the large painting at the head of the room, and one of the ones on the wall catches your eye. It's a dark painting with deep blues and blacks and greens, and it depicts a sea, a very rough sea, with a very small ship in the distance, and at the base in the water there's just one golden eye.
James Bond 007 Goldeneye for the N64. I mean, why does that golden eye like speak? Like, does it like is Pelbill like when he looks at that painting, or is it just that's just what like does it take my attention because of it's of significance, or is it just that's an interesting painting? Smile.
It catches your eye, but you don't feel anything like, ooh woo, this is watching me. You just feel a vague sort of unease.
I'm gonna take my sword and just carve out that golden eye out of that painting.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check. Because you are carving it out with a fucking longsword.
The longsword.
It's
Sleight of
like-
hand.
Yeah, instead of a dagger.
15.
Okay, you manage to fairly neatly carve through this canvas. You take out this eye.
I'm dropping it on the floor. I just didn't want to look at it.
Okay, so you drop it on the floor. Do you look at it again, or?
Nah, I just feel uncomfortable, so I.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, there's
At
now
the
a
same time.
hole and a piece of tapestry on the floor.
Anything behind the painting now that I see the hole?
Make an investigation check.
Oh!
I mean,
You see a wall.
I'd like to pick up the eye.
12.
Okay, you see a wall.
Lit, dude. Hey guys, there's a wall! Found a wall.
Um,
Can
No,
I
you-
start,
there's
can I
a
start whispering
wooden.
to my sword?
Hmm?
I'm kidding. Being
So
a-
right,
It's just
so
a
let's
wall.
carry on.
It's just a wall.
Before anyone does anything else, Cyrus
Uh-huh.
was looking around the room because he rolled a
Oh,
nat
yeah.
20.
it's important information, boys.
So
Yeah.
Passageway.
Cyrus, the table itself first is where you begin to look, and it's a wooden table that you gather is made of oak of some kind. There's a very thin layer of dust on the top. There's markings here and there. It looks like it's been here for a while, but no one's been in this room, you gather. Along the walls there are these same paintings that
Should be.
with you see the large man at the front of the room. You see Powdil over currently cutting out something on a very deep dark green painting. And on one of the corners, as you make your way around the room, one of these paintings grabs your attention. And it's a stone room with light coming in from the top, just out of frame. There's dark stone up the sides of the walls, and the painter has, for whatever personal or artistic reasons, painted in such a style that there's a vague blurring to the image. What you assume would be figures are just stripes of black with sort of a hooded head shape at the top.
God.
And
We're all gonna die, bro.
the torches
This place
That's gonna get something, bro.
it's painted in, from what you've looked at and realised to be, some sort of oil paints. So there's almost a texture to the image in the way that the paints are layered, and you can see that behind the lanterns there's just a faint green tinge. Make a history check.
History. Okay, blessed! Natural 20 again.
Natural 20.
Holy shit.
Why
we're
can't I
both
go?
during Dungeon
Hey
Slot,
guys,
dude.
hey guys, time to roll shut and Dungeon Stakes. All that one. Let's go. 25 total.
Okay.
Fucking
So
different
natural
dice.
20.
Go.
He knows all of history.
You
History of the world.
He knows history so well he can predict the future.
It does repeat
those that
itself.
do not pay attention to the past are doomed to repeat it.
Exactly.
But yeah, you look at this painting and it feels like you've seen it before.
Not like this.
Maybe not the painting, but the room.
Oh.
Not like this. Okay. Okay.
Do I see this man? Do I see him get a little uncomfortable?
At this
I mean,
moment, you're cutting out.
Okay, fair
I mean, I will reach up and I'll like touch the painting as like a kind of be like, oh, I recognize this place, you know, like
Super
memory.
Mario, Super Mario 64.
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
jumps through.
No, it's
Okay.
just like kind of just like trace it, be like, oh, yeah, it's
So
definitely that
you-
room. So
You start to trace along the stone walls, and you can feel the bumps of the oil painting as it slowly transitions from feeling like a painting to feeling like stone walls. And you trace along the floor and past one of the dark smears, and you feel the fabric, and you trace along the other wall. As you get close to the lantern, you feel your hand warm. As you pull back, and there's this dark tinge of red to your hand, with an almost coppery smell, almost sulfuric. And then you open your hand and it's gone.
Yikes! I will. Give me 1 second.
We like paintings
Double
over
check.
here.
We like painting.
Can I pick up that eye?
You see Peldil cutting out something. Do you wander over, or do you wait for him to move off, or?
I'll wander over. It looks shiny.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I'm good at those.
Yeah, you are.
18.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you. In the dimly lit room, you can still see on the floor a piece of canvas that you assume to be from the painting. It looks blank. It's probably upside down.
Well,
I
I'll
will-
turn it over.
Okay. Peldo, what do you do? Are you
Nah, like for me, it's just it just freaked me out. So I
okay?
cut it out.
So it freaks you out. You
I'll
cut it out. Do you continue
Yeah.
to look at the painting, or?
I'll have a little caress, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
So as you're stroking over this
Nice to
painting, it
Mhm.
you could feel the bumps of the paint, but it's a painting.
I
This
Through
is painting, guys.
you turn over
No shit.
the small piece of canvas, and it's a dark, sort of bluey green, with a sort of. The corner looks like it would have been foam from a wave, maybe, and you hold it up and you gather it. You can see that it fits into the ocean part of the
Wait,
painting.
is the eye gone? No. No. He just.
whilst this is going on,
Does he show it to me? Like, does he? Can I see him
I'm
looking
not
at it?
hiding it.
He's just holding it in front of him.
And I see that there's no eye on there.
There's no eye on there.
All right. I cut that out because that was a freaky looking golden eye and it scared me a little bit. And now the eye's gone. What the fuck?
Through him, instantly just start spinning in circles.
whilst this is going on, Cyrus is going to take out his dagger,
Yeah.
and I'm going to stab in that painting where the lantern is.
okay.
Like right in the
Thought
light
I
of
was
the
going
lantern.
somewhere else.
Okay.
Right, no.
No, I thought you just stabbed through.
No, I'm gonna stab right on that lantern. He's trying to also like, pretty much he's trying to see is like if he can notice the dagger heating up more than anything else. But that's where he wants to stab is there. It's like just put the point, not like a big thing, just like put the point in, the tip in.
Okay. I won't make you roll sleight of hand because you're obviously going slowly and taking the time to be accurate.
He's shaking, just like.
You slide the blade, and you hear a slight tear to the fabric,
Mhm.
but the dagger's fairly sharp, and it's canvas. It goes through.
Okay. Do I notice anything happen in general? Or,
No.
Cyrus,
yeah.
is that painting cursed too?
What you what do you mean?
Well, do you know anything? Like there was this golden eye on this painting with the water that I'm here with, and I cut it out because it freaked me out. I was like, oh fuck that. And then when I cut it out, Thrum picked the fabric up that I cut out, and the eye is gone.
I mean, are you sure you weren't just imagining things? It does happen. It's quite.
Cyrus.
I'm just. It's I mean, this one it's a little like it's just a bit textured. It's a little weird, but like apart from that, it's just a regular.
Can I
painting.
insight check him?
Fucking
Would I?
Make an
Because I
insight
don't trust
check.
the fucker to begin with. It's like I have reason to
And
insight.
Time to
Yeah.
roll deception.
Roll a deception check.
And I'm pretty good at insight because I'm a detective.
I'm really bad at deception.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Actually, that's not too
What
bad.
did you
Sorry.
specifically? You said it seems to be textured.
That's all I said. I didn't say. I mean,
Just a
see,
thing.
He
Ten
didn't say it
times
wasn't
we-
cursed, so I'll give you advantage on your deception roll.
I get
Oh fuck
advantage.
off!
He didn't technically lie to you. He's just holding
He's withholding
something back.
information.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
it's not technically, but
How
roll,
bad
bud?
you roll?
plus
I mean,
it's
16.
it's complicated for Cyrus.
16?
So
15.
15.
Oh.
I originally rolled a 5. So
it's see the thing is with Cyrus, it's complicated as to what is the truth versus what is his truth.
Oh. Alright.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure this fucking painting, this eyeball, I cut it out. Like, I saw the eyeball and I was like, that's weird. I'm gonna cut it out. Just to fucking destroy it because it creeped me out, alright?
I mean,
I'm not afraid to
I-
admit that things
I-
creep me out. And now the eyeball's gone. This room is fucked. Let's move on.
I don't like magic. I'm out here. And Thurm just bolts for the hallway.
Okay.
I'm following. I'm out. I'm following.
Cyrus
Up
is
to fucking
intrigued
God.
at this painting though. He like
And as he leaves, he just throws up the canvas.
he's
as
gonna
well.
start with this painting. He's just gonna keep his hand on it and still like just kind of keep on just like cutting away at it, just like
Okay.
basically slashing at it, but keeping his hand on it. Does he's like he's trying to see if he still feels that painting like the textures he originally found. If that makes sense. He's let's see if he can feel that, but
It feels like
it's like canvas is what.
canvas and
It's like canvas.
and the texture of paint
Okay.
where it crumbles against your finger as you put pressure on it.
He wants to just destroy that painting though, just like rip it to shreds with the.
Okay, so you,
Just absolutely
you take this dagger and just carve it to shreds, revealing the backboard underneath, and the canvas is in tatters.
Yeah, just thinking of.
Are you actively looking for something, or are you just slashing it apart?
I'm kind of half looking for something, if there's anything, was anything like behind or like as I'm cutting it, if the painting's like not reacting, but you know what I mean? Is it like changing in any way? Like he's trying to see if it's like was the whole painting just like him like remembering something or like getting it wrong,
Make
or is it
an
like,
investigation check.
oh boy, here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Investigation.
Mm.
Oh shit, that's good. I get +5 in that as well. 19.
Okay, so you notice two things.
Oh fuck.
First of all, where you've slashed through the painting, specifically through the robed figures, there's now a dark crimson colour around those.
Cool.
Okay, what else did I notice?
You also notice on the backboard, in a white, almost yellow, chalky colour, is a large circle and then a star with 11 points.
Do I recognize it at all from reading, or is it pretty like doesn't look like anything I know? If
Make me a history check.
I'm good at those, let's go, please.
Hmm?
I'm not good at those. 9.
Again, with so much of this evening for Cyrus, you're met with that sense of familiarity.
But that's it. Just like I probably read it in a book somewhere. That type of like.
Almost like a... You know that feeling when you get home from a long holiday and you get into your own bed finally and you just lay down and you're just... And you just
That's such a
feel
good feeling, homie. Holy
everything
shit.
familiar.
I got such a good feeling.
It's like that, but with a layer of
Nausea.
uncertainty.
I will carve. I will cast Ray of Frost on that circle.
Okay. So, make an attack.
Meanwhile, me and Thrum are outside in the hallway, like, oh, what the fuck is that room, dude?
Yeah, fuck that
yikes,
shit,
that's
dude.
an
We
8.
out.
It's an 8.
Yeah.
Does it ever stop raining
Okay.
here, dude?
Roll damage.
Damage.
Shit, weather we're having.
1.
So you shoot this ray of frost at quite close range, and the entire sort of backboard of the painting is just coated in ice.
And I will. Is it? How big's the painting? Like, is it quite small?
It's about
A3, A4, bigger.
A3.
A3 size. Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, about, considering how the size that Cyrus is, like half the size of Cyrus.
I was gonna say, so I was gonna try and take it down, but like.
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and unhook
Okay.
it.
Don't I still have my...
Make me a strength check.
No, I
Strength
fucked
check.
up.
What have you done, Dutch?
What?
I forgot to make a new mutagen.
Dumbass.
Because I'm still learning how to play a blood hunter. Well, I'm fucked.
4 minus 1, so 3.
3. You managed to lift this golden frame with the now tattered painting off whatever was holding it onto the wall. And then you
Yeah,
let
it
go
falls
and it
back.
topples over your head
Yes.
and lands behind you.
Do we hear this?
Is it
from the
face
hallway?
You hear
Wait,
this.
does he go through
it
the
is-
painting?
No.
Oh.
The whole painting, he'd lifted it from the bottom and it had just dropped out of his hands over
Oh,
top.
okay.
I wanted to peek my head through the door again and say, the fuck are you doing?
This. You know how you're saying about cursed paintings?
Uh-huh.
This one's a bit more cursed than I thought. I slashed it up and.
So you lied to me just now when you
No,
said the painting was
no.
fine.
Well, I didn't lie. I didn't know how it was cursed. So I wanted to find out more, but it felt weird, but it was fine. But
So
then
you
I
lied
s-
to me.
No, I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you the whole truth. It's a slight difference to that. We'll get to that later. I
Alright,
slashed.
Good luck.
I slashed.
and I removed my head from the...
I cast a message and I go and I slashed the painting. and the figures that were in it started to bleed.
Okay, so Peldo, you leave the room, and as you put your head round the door and leave, you just hear Cyrus's conversation carry on, but this time it's not from behind you; it's in your head, and he just carries on as if nothing had happened.
Just like,
Cool.
and that's it.
Wait, doesn't he have to see me?
No, if I know where you are, I could go through walls.
Ah, motherfucker. Okay.
Yeah, if I know roughly where you are, I
Because
can.
I just imagine like he casting message as he sees me still going around the corner, and then as I go around the corner, just the message just cuts off.
No, if I know you're through a wall, I can do it. If I know
Okay,
like, which
okay.
wall you're behind. Yeah,
Right,
that's
fair
why
enough.
message is so good. No,
Can
I'm
we
not.
I like stage whisper. Can we just fucking move on? This room freaks me out. I have this painting shit. There's more rooms to check out. We're looking for a crystal. Whatever
Let's
else
go
is in
fucking
here,
look at 'em.
I don't fucking care.
Okay. Is quick
Tired
last
of
thing about
this.
this painting is the painting face up or face down?
It's face down right now, the way that it toppled.
That's fine. I'll leave. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to door number 3.
Okay. So Kamiya's just sort of been stood at the door this entire time, watching you all dick around with these paintings. You know, they could have been quite valuable paintings.
I mean,
Yeah, let's see you lug one of those around.
Yeah, you wanna go fix him up? Be my guest.
She just sighs at you all.
I mean, you're the one that gave me shit for wanting to loot while we're here on a mission, and now you're worried about some paintings that would be worth some money? Get your priorities straight.
Just because it's not worth money to me doesn't mean that it's not worth looking after.
I move on.
There's another door on
She
our side
sort
of the
of
hallway, right?
aggressively whispers after you, "You have no understanding of culture."
Do I hear that?
Yeah, of course you do. It's quiet enough that she's not shouting at everyone, but loud enough for you to hear. She just doesn't want, like, to alert
Through
other
just gives a
people.
good snort.
I just chuckle. You know.
Okay, so there's still
We're bonding, guys.
one door to your left, and then to your right there's the double doors, and then the 2 doors on the right side.
Wanna just check
I'll
out this
I'll
door
open
to
that
our
last
left?
door. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking whip it open.
You open it. It is a bathroom
Lit.
with sort of a white marbled floor and
I
walls.
should take a big poo poo.
Do you want to step in and investigate? What do you do?
Sure, yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay. So there's a toilet and there's a basin filled with water.
Have any fancy soaps in there?
Do I see fancy soaps?
Make a perception check or an investigation if you want to go around the room.
Well, I'll go around there. It's an investigation. Oopsie doopsie, that's 17.
Okay. Weirdly, the room's devoid of soap or
Savages.
towels, or the room's pretty empty.
The fuck? Can't even wipe my ass in here.
Seen a movie once,
Yeah,
you know?
shitty
Called
ass.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
So there's
Fuck's
the
a movie.
What's the fuck?
the basin of water is about the only thing in the room. There's a thin layer of dust across most of the surfaces.
Out of game question. Are these toilets like normal toilets like that we have? Yeah.
No, it's not a flushing toilet. It is.
Oh.
Slot a bucket in the floor.
But
that
it
you
just
have
got
to
like the
empty.
back end, like where there's like a cover that you lift off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna lift that off.
Okay.
I don't want to look in.
Okay.
DM, you said most surfaces are covered in dust. Is there a surface that's not covered in dust that would stand out compared to all the other dusty surfaces? So that would indicate that one surface in particular gets used a lot.
Roll a
Smile.
perception check.
I know exactly what he's gonna say. I think he's gonna say just the basin of water isn't covered in dust.
15.
The basin of water is not
Okay.
covered in dust,
Yeah.
as well as
I knew it.
the door handles and
Okay.
the walls.
Right. Unless anyone has to take a piss, I suggest we.
Did I see anything when I lifted up that cover?
It's empty. It's like a wooden basin with what you imagine to be a chamber pot underneath.
There's a bathroom, alright.
It is a rather unused bathroom, yes.
I will head over to those rooms on the right.
Okay.
We're not gonna go to
so
the
you,
double doors first, because those are next on the list, right? Like if we keep walking.
so you
But,
will
like,
walk past the double
that all
doors, and then
seems-
there's.
Yeah, I want to walk past those.
Okay.
I don't want to open that yet. I'm gonna
So-
open one of those rooms.
You walk down to the right side of the hallway.
Here, I'll decide with the D4.
I mean,
Open door number 1.
That's the one on your left.
Okay. Left
Okay.
one it is.
follow through.
So
Yeah,
Throom
follow
walks
them
up
as
to
well.
this door, fairly nonchalantly,
Oh god.
and the door is
Ruh-roh.
locked.
I will pick that lock.
Hey.
Okay.
Because, you know, it's like I've had thieves tools in almost every D&D game I've played. 16.
Okay. So you take your lockpicks
He didn't check for traps. Roll that.
and you start to wiggle it in the key, and eventually, after about 30 seconds or so, you hear a click as the door seems to be now unlocked.
Let's just open it up.
I don't like that
Hold on through.
seems to be.
Um,
Open up.
The thing is, like, I don't
oh,
know myself.
you
as
don't
well,
know
so-
until you open it.
Yeah, that's true.
So you put your hand on this door handle and you turn it, and the door opens slowly. And you step into another unlit room. That is
My dagger has been like lit the entire time. By the way, It's like
okay.
But like,
So you-
but I swapped to my sword like halfway through. So I
If
guess
you
that
cover
just-
it, it doesn't emit light, but you can pull it out and it.
Like, I put it back in my like. I just put it back, so I guess the light just fades then. I guess.
If you pull it out, the light's still
Yeah.
there. It still lasts.
Oh, okay. Okay,
But by
cool.
covering it, it no longer emits light.
Yeah. Then I'll just with my empty hand whip out the dagger and kind of.
Okay.
See if we can.
So this room is devoid of furnishings apart from a fireplace against the back wall.
Was it stone?
It is a stone fireplace.
That's weird.
Was the floor stone as well, or is it wood?
This whole room is the same sort of stone that you've seen the building built out of. It's got the same carpeted floor that the hallway had, that sort of dark green.
So this entire room is empty except for having a fireplace.
Yeah, the walls are completely empty. No tapestries,
And
no
I have
paintings.
a look at said fireplace and maybe see if there's something.
Can I check the walls?
Okay,
Like
so
what I'm specifically looking for is if there's like indicators of it being a secret passageway to somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was
It
thinking.
doesn't look like
So-
people moved or fucked with the fireplace.
roll an investigation check, both of you.
So I'm just having a general look around the room. So just having a.
I'm rolling like fucking shit today, bro. 4.
I'm not
Jesus.
rolling horrible.
I've rolled above 10 like twice.
Shit,
so-
yeah,
High
rolled
level,
above
so
10
like
for a
fuck
few
me.
rolls.
Me, dude.
18.
So, Peldo,
That's the
you
dice.
begin to investigate this fireplace. The manteltop is free of dust. The fireplace itself is unlit with some coal in it. That's about all you notice in this room.
Alright.
This room, you work your way around the walls, and on the left side wall, there is a very faint change of shading around an area roughly 3 feet by 6 feet tall. It's just ever so slightly different shade.
Can I like try to like push on it or find like a seam
Okay,
between
Uh,
the walls?
so are you pushing on it, just testing it, or are you fully trying to?
Kind of testing it at first.
Okay, make me a
No.
strength check.
Constitution saving throw.
It's not athletics?
No.
Damn it. It's a 6.
You push against the wall. It doesn't seem to have any give.
Do I see? The
Hey,
like, try and...
Peldale.
Yeah.
Come help me with this wall. It's odd.
What do you mean it's odd?
It's different shade than the other parts of the wall.
Instead of... I'll give it a push first, sure.
Okay. So Cyrus, what
And
did
I
you
will
want to
help
do?
him.
As I hearing Throom say that, I'm just gonna like do like a sort of look around the entire room, just trying to see if anything else is odd apart from that. Just trying to find like any oddities, like
Make
basically places that like don't have dust, because he's noticed that like everything's fucking dusty. Places that are like
make an investigation check.
Strength check, right?
And yeah, Dutch, make a strength check with advantage because Throom is assisting you.
Thank fucking
And you
God.
actually have good strength.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
A 1 and a 3, bro. Yeah.
Is
I'm rolling like absolute fucking ass today.
Whoa.
Holy fuck, I'm going to
I
bed.
mean, I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11.
I did a +5 for it. No.
So you work your way around this room. The
That's 6.
floor is fairly clean. It's again that carpeted, but there doesn't seem to be any dust on the floor.
I'm angry.
Throom and Powder, you push against this wall, and it feels like you're
Just
pushing
rolling
against
the
a
dice
wall.
Alright. Fuck.
Okay, is there like a seam? Like, can I find like even like the tiniest bit of a seam between the shade and the
Can
not shaded?
I pull the wall? Is there a way
There's
No, that's not what I'm trying to
nowhere
ask.
to grasp on the
I
wall.
have a question.
Um,
Is there any kind of a scene that I could fit potentially a crowbar in?
make a perception check.
Ooh.
I'm good at those.
Good thinking, sport.
Sport.
That's
Dutch, you've cursed me.
not, that's not good. It's a 3.
Worse, that's 11 total.
11 total.
Nope. I don't see shit in here, boys.
There is at the base of the wall, and where the carpet meets it, there is a slight sliver of light.
Camera focus.
Guys, there's like a light coming from the bottom.
As
and
in, like, there's
stick
lights.
my crowbar in to try
Yeah,
and like
I was gonna
move
say.
the wall. Like,
You're putting your
to,
crowbar
like
in
leverage
underneath.
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
um,
to like try and get the wall.
I'd like to look around the room,
Make,
see if I can find like
uh,
a button or something, or a button or a switch or anything.
Make a strength check through. And
advantage 'cause of the
Peldo,
crowbar.
make an investigation check.
I will
If this is under 10
I
again,
say-
I'm going to.
I will assist Peldil in that
Okay.
because I
'Cause
also.
you were already looking around, so yeah.
That's cocked.
Yeah.
That's also cocked.
So you have advantage.
You have advantage. Yeah, because I'm helping you. Because I was already kind of looking around.
What
the
was
room,
your
so-
strength check? Through.
Beautiful.
Do I have advantage because of the crowbar?
Um,
Trying so hard.
Proficiency.
You add your proficiency bonus because you. Wait, are you
Okay.
you're proficient with a crowbar with thieves'
I mean,
tools?
I would assume so. Yeah. It's kind
So
of like
yeah,
a thieves'
I'll say for this a crowbar fits into thieves' tools. You can add your proficiency
add my
bonus.
proficiency.
16.
That's
What do you investigate?
actually really good then. That's an 18.
Okay, so you're leveraging it from underneath. So you don't manage to garner that much movement, but
But it does move.
the wall moves maybe an inch towards you.
Oh, so it comes out.
Yeah.
Guys, this wall's coming out. We need to try again. I'm gonna keep trying until I can get it
I
out.
rolled
Okay.
16 on the investigation.
You're at 16.
Yeah. So me and Cyrus are like it's fucking
looking.
go gadgets.
Go gadget! Looking for it.
As you work your way around the room, and you run your hand along the wall, and then you stop and move back maybe a foot, and one of the stones it doesn't have that sort of dust on the wall that the others did.
Haha! I push the stone.
Okay.
Spikes fall. Everyone dies.
No. Door swings out, hits the room. No way, is that actually it? Oh my god. Do I have at least deck save?
Make a dex save.
Yep, knew it. Fuck you, Peldeal.
I don't know, dude. I find button. I push button. Okay, I'm curious.
At least it was like push button, trapdoor opens underneath Peldil. He falls. Like, what's this sponge?
You're muted right now, Soko.
13.
13. You manage to just step out of the way. You pull your crowbar away, and then you look at the door, and as you're about to put it in, it begins to move towards you, and you step back just as it swings to where you once were, rather aggressively.
Found it.
Yeah. I can see that.
I'm sorry. Um, you're a monk, right? You're supposed to be, like all about that. Ooh, last minute jumping out of the way, agility shit, right? That's you, right? Yeah. You'll be fine. So I'm just picturing that fucking guy from The Hangover. But did you die?
Thurn just walks through the fucking door. He's just
Just walk straight through the door.
walks through the door.
Homeboy,
Doesn't give a
think
fuck.
before you act, idiot.
Nope. Throw him big, large, dumb elephant.
Man.
Make
Cyrus,
me
let's wait a couple of seconds
dexterity
here, right?
saving throw.
Yep. I knew it was coming. Don't mind though. See, I rolled better that time. 21.
21. Okay.
Where are you at?
You step through the door, and then you hear the slight whistle as you move to the left, and past your head, and about maybe an inch above where your hand was on the stone, Peldo, there is just a thunk as what looks to be a crossbow bolt is now embedded in the stone.
Nice.
Roughly head height.
Okay. Hey, how about we look where we're going? You know, this place is probably trapped against people to keep people out. So next time you're gonna just barge into rooms, you know, watch out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Now, start walking towards the door, and I'm just looking everywhere just to see where like there is a
I'll
trap of some
keep
description,
leading the
like-
way.
Okay,
See,
so
Traps
make-
now
I'll-
since
I'll
Hell
go-
Deal told me I have.
Is there a way for me to like walk into that like same hallway or room and see if I can pull that stone door wall thing back closed so it doesn't look like someone's been there? Maybe. I'll remove the fucking crossbow bolts from the wall if I can, and then just take it
Okay,
with me.
so you pull the
close
crossbow bolt
behind
out, and
us. Yeah.
the tip of it is barbed, but all the barbs now are like bent backwards.
Okay.
Um.
I'm just trying to make the room look exactly like it was when we came in for the first time.
Okay,
you know?
so the other two step into the newly discovered room.
Mhm.
And Peldo, you want to shut the door behind you.
I
So make a strength check.
I'll assume that there's a way to open it from the inside if we have to. So yeah, strength check. All right. Don't fuck me.
Fuck 'em.
5.
5.
I'm fucking
You
done, bro.
Managed to this stone wall that looked a lot heavier than it was at first resists,
Try to push it.
and then as you pull, it budges about an inch, and then it starts to tuk, 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 almost like clockwork work its way back.
Ah. All me.
With a dull thump.
Okay.
The wall is now closed.
I hope we're not trapped in here. Alright. I will go along the pathway checking for traps.
So Cyrus is frantically just looking
You
to
turn
find-
around.
I just chuck the crossbow
You're
bolts
now
there.
in a room maybe 15 by 20 feet. Those of you that are looking for traps, make perception checks.
26.
26,
Perception 17.
17. Okay, nothing immediately stands out as hazardous.
Okay.
In
Well,
this
that's good for
room,
the
there's no longer this carpeted floor. There is a cold stone, the same dark stone that's been along the walls and the buildings of Port Dawn. With some scraping marks that you through notice at the base of the door. And in this room, to the left of where you came in, there is a stone altar with a space roughly about 6 inches by 3 inches missing from this altar.
Oh, motherfucker.
The crystal's missing, isn't it?
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Alright.
I will- let's say I'm gonna
Because it's
look
been 2
around.
weeks, I'm going to throw you a bone. Peldale, make a history check.
Oh god. Hey, it's not terrible.
Hey.
Next history, -7 on history. No.
No, it's straight to 2012.
Okay. So, the stone that this altar's carved from is different from the room around you. It's something that
Wait.
you
Never mind, go ahead.
recognize. You might have seen it earlier somewhere.
Oh! The tablets! I have the tablets! Does it look like the tablet I have fit in this fucking slot? homeboys, let's go. I'm taking up the tablets
Yeah.
that I have. And
I'm
I'm
so excited about this.
I
dude.
just-
putting it in the
Dutch
slots.
Okay. It measures up and slowly sinks in.
Take that, Carmilla!
Throw him dabs.
No, not like this.
See, robbing things was the right thing to do.
Hell yeah.
He says before he knows what it does.
'Cause now you
take 200
pay
necrotic
more
damage.
attention to this
Tiamat is summoned.
this carving where the original tablet was missing. With this stone piece now fitted in, you can see that this tablet depicts. Make a religion check,
Oh god.
Proto, because you're the one up close putting this in.
With advantage, because I'm hella religious.
You wish.
I'm hella religious.
If anything, you're anything but religious.
That's cocked. I like it.
11.
You rolled like a
9.
2.
Wait, what's my religion? What the fuck is it? R, Dutch? Okay, no, it's 4. Yeah, bro, I'm rolling like ass today, and I don't know what it is. I'm about to
Okay.
fucking...
I don't
So,
know religion either, so.
what you see is the same tablet with the same 11 figures fighting amongst one another,
Can I have a do-over?
and
Ugh.
where it now fits into this almost, I guess the closest shape would be like a tombstone.
Wait, how many figures did you say?
11.
11.
11. How many fucking figures did cunt boy Erebos say that were in
There's
that cult?
11.
The 11.
The
11.
Yes.
It's the 11.
It's the 11. So this is that cult, probably, right? That's the conclusion I draw out of it, is that it's depicting this cult group of people?
Sure.
11 is an important
Knew it
number.
was going to be.
We've been told many times 11 is an important number. It's the 11 of... What the fuck? Hang on, I have it
Through him
written
only
down.
counts gold. He doesn't know how to count anything else.
Cult of the sins of the 11. Yeah, sins of the 11.
Yeah, since
So
the 11.
So the 11 gods, because that's what
Yeah.
he's done.
Oh, that could also be a thing. It's something to do with that.
Well,
It's again,
that's what he
the
said it
number
was.
11.
He said it. He said it's the sins of the 11 gods, is what Gypsy said. Well, if I'm remembering in my notes
Yeah.
to what I memed myself at, are correct.
It's definitely something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's all to
That's
do
what I
with-
remember.
And there was the 11-pointed star. Fuck.
There's a lot of 11 thingies. Like, there's a lot of 11s, you know?
11 ways to die.
Yes, that too.
Pretty sure there's more than that.
Anyway,
As they're doing this, I'm just gonna be looking around the room, just investigating, seeing if any.
Yeah,
Looking
like
for
my
either.
rolls are not helping me at all.
I'm
so-
looking.
Okay.
You said the
either for-
altar makes like a tombstone now?
I'm looking for either books,
Um,
or I'm looking for just
Okay,
weird shit.
so-
Stuff like
Cyrus, roll an investigation check. And Podo,
Yes.
the altar that you're looking at, it's like a stone desk shape almost, with then this carved piece of stone that's almost tombstone shaped, like it curves at the top and then it becomes rectangular.
Mm-hmm.
And this slab that you put in fits at the base,
Oh, and the other ones are missing.
and above it, well, it fits at sort of like the middle, I guess. And it depicts these 11 figures who you haven't yet recognized. You're not sure who they are.
Given that there's 11 and it has to do something with the gods, does one of the gods on there look like my god, my fucking patron? Me being an ASMR and all that.
Your patron was Paylor, right?
No.
No, who was your patron?
It's you said Dice, the goddess of justice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me just get the pantheon up. It's because we're using Dunwar with Gypsy's little additions and extras.
Gypsy's little memes of gods.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you are in the world as to what you would have been brought up with.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Who did we? What was the name we gave of your Which god was it that you were?
Dice. I was born with the blood of dice running inside me.
Okay.
That's what you said. The goddess of justice.
Uh,
I'm an Asimar.
Dice.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forget you're an Astimar all the time, by the way.
Same.
Like, just every time. I don't know why, but I think Peldul's a human. Just constantly, that's what I think. And he's an Astimar. He's
I
clearly.
mean,
think of him as an
I
orc,
look
dude.
very
I don't know why.
human-like.
Yeah, but like you're clearly an
Got
Astimar.
a little bit of a grey
you can
skin and yellow eyes.
tell. And just
okay. You recognize that one of these figures appears in the same robes and long hair as your god, but the facial structure of the carving is simplistic at best.
Okay. But like the way she's dressed is like Dice, but the facial was kind of hard to make out. It was kind of
Yeah, it.
the gist of it.
You would gather that this is what someone has depicted Dice as.
Okay, I convey.
When you
this
put the tablet in,
information-
did it do
I
anything?
convey this information to the group. I'm saying, I recognize one of these individuals as Dice, the goddess of justice. This kind of fits in the story that Erebos told us, the sins of the 11, the gods, and I guess, it all kind of falls together.
Dutch, which spelling of Dice did I give you?
Literally Dice, D-I-C-E.
Okay.
yo. I rolled a fucking 18 on my investigation check. By the
Lit.
way.
So better than me, bud.
Lit.
Okay, so. Is any.
Hello.
Throom isn't religious. And.
Cyrus was brought up with religion, but he doesn't like it.
No, but Cyrus has that.
'Cause it brings back the bad memoirs.
Make a history check, Cyrus.
History of religion.
Either. Because of your background.
They're both exactly the fucking same. So we'll do it as a history because that's what he'll draw on. He'll draw on. He's red rather than
Yeah.
like. How do numbers work? 23.
20.
Oh shit.
18 plus 5.
Um.
I'm fucking good.
Okay, so when Peldil mentions dice, you would know that this is the goddess of justice. You would also know that she's known under different names depending on where you are from.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that in the older texts they refer to dice as Disellon. Disellon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about as much as you would know.
That's about it.
What did I find? I looked around the room, Gypsy. Smart. 18 investigation.
And you find the same as Peldil, those markings at the door, the scraping marks.
So me fitting that shit in the thing didn't really unlock anything. Is there anything else in this room? Does it go anywhere? What purpose did me putting that piece of stone into this thing now actually do?
So as you take the time to
Mhm.
look at this intricate carving where you've placed this tablet,
Yes.
and Throom, if you're paying any sort of attention, you would recognize that this is very old stone because of your background. Podo, you can see now that there are these 11 figures in the lower middle section fighting where you've placed the tablet. Below them there are a number of carved faceless figures, all nondescript and the same as one another, fighting, maybe 20 or so. And above that there is a large figure that almost leans over the top of everything that's going on.
Does this figure look like the big demon guy we saw under the inn?
The Baylor?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Do Cyrus wants to? I want to investigate just that altar bit.
Okay.
In general, like just looking at it a lot.
So you're seeing the same as Peldo.
I recognize.
And this figure
that.
kind of leans over all of this, right? That's what you said?
Do I recognize
Yeah.
that big figure from?
And you
what I
watch
know?
now as this figure with these sort of smaller horns than you saw on the Baylor, but still horned, carved into the stone. The mouth of it is open, and it begins to lower down.
Oh god. Okay. Is there something in it?
Can I stick my finger in its mouth?
Oh god.
Okay.
Then just like pokes it.
Nothing happens as far as you can tell.
Could I start caressing the stone and using my stone origins, because Lockstone are stone workers by trade. Try to figure out maybe where it came from or what its purpose might serve.
Okay. Make me an intelligence check.
How big is
lot of history.
how big is like the gap in the mouth?
It's roughly maybe an inch, 2 inch.
Anyone have something picked up from earlier that might fit in there?
Does it look about the orb size?
I was gonna say, does it look about the source?
But I rolled a 15 on the intelligence check, by the way.
Okay.
Does it look deep like the hole? Is it quite?
It looks like maybe something leads. It leads somewhere, but
What did you find in that box again?
Throom, before we do anything else, the stone. It's old. It's been here, or maybe not here, but been around for a long time, longer than you've been alive, longer than this house has been here. The slight sort of dark veins through the stone, almost like marble but not, much fainter, would suggest to you that it was mined and carved here in Citium.
Interesting.
What did you find in that box again that you opened?
A red orb. How big is that red orb?
About an inch either direction.
Oh, big enough
Diameter.
to fit in that mouth?
You could try.
I will pull out the red orb,
Shove it in its mouth.
shove that shit down that kid's throat.
Okay. You hear a... and then the slow shudder as the jaw closes up.
And it eats the orb?
You don't see it come back.
Has anything happened?
Yeah, I'm looking around the room, just seeing anything.
The
The Yankson doing a
lowest
demonic sacrifice there, boys?
part of this carving, with the 20 or so nondescript figures, now lowers.
Oh. And reveals the crystal. We can go home, guys.
And reveals a scroll casing.
Ooh.
Okay. Cyrus is Like, does it look like a
Room
spell?
grabs it before Cyrus can.
I'd say, does it look like a spell scroll casing? Because I just know what they look like.
It's
or is it like
it's an
regular scroll?
ornate scroll casing.
Because that, I guess you saw. I
So
just think like,
through, you
careful,
Room will
that-
grab
pick
it.
up and
I was like, be
look
careful.
at it.
No, be careful. No, don't read. And I was like, no, be careful.
It's like an elder.
Dream just, like,
scroll.
dead ass
When-
just stares
when
at
you
him as he
read
holds
you
it
just go
out.
Mad.
I'm just like, well, be careful. Just, please be careful. Don't. It might be
When the DM sighs, it's never a good sign.
very dangerous. That could be a spell scroll. Be careful. Could be trap.
Okay.
If anything else, be careful.
Make another deck save.
Fucking. If you're about to
No,
make a
don't
spell-
smile like that. You
If you're
can't
about
do
to-
this.
If you're about
Make
to
a
waste the
wisdom
fucking
saving
spell
throw.
scroll, I'm gonna be so. I'm gonna be so fucking mad.
I mean, as long as him reading it doesn't activate it, typically, right? You have to like do the thing.
It depends what it is.
As you remove this scroll case,
Here you go, boys.
I want you all to make me a perception check.
Perception.
I win those. I don't
Two.
win those.
2,
That one.
not 1.
Yeah.
That's an 8 if it matters.
Perception, did you say?
Fucking 7.
I get +0. Well, we all roll that. We're bad.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
So your
bad
nat
all
1 is the
fucking
highest. Oh,
Natural 2.
weirdly, nothing happens.
I don't trust
Okay.
that.
I want to open up the scroll casing.
Okay.
So
I
it's just
mean-
looking, it's like, no.
I picked it up. Nothing happened. Obviously, it's got to be safe, right?
There's a cap on the end.
I will pull off the cap.
Ah!
You guys aren't doing anything to stop me.
So through-
I mean,
uncaps
no, she's literally going,
this-
no, wait,
Yeah,
no,
what do you
don't
mean?
do
Yeah,
it,
there's
stop,
no one
no,
cares what you
stop.
think, though.
There is a vague waft of musty air.
Catch that pretty big in my trunk.
It smells like
Is it thick?
when you open an old book and there's almost like that puff.
Oh, I love that smell.
It smells like that.
I like that smell.
It just threw him like that.
No, not, probably not. He doesn't like books. Reads hard.
Probably not. He doesn't like books.
Do I see the scroll?
There's a scroll in there.
Hold on.
Oh, buddy. Hey, Jim,
Yeah.
how about you hand it over to our wizard friend of ours? Maybe he knows what to do with it.
I'll do it in a second. I want to look at it myself.
You sure about that, buddy?
I'm very intelligent.
Somehow I doubt that.
Press this X to doubt.
Through.
We both of us aren't the smartest of them all. Like we think with our fists. Let the thinking with the brain.
Sometimes that's the
becomes-
smartest way to go.
I don't think when it comes to paper and scrolls though. So just hand it
I'm
over
assuming it's written in a language I don't understand.
You look at the text and you do recognize it is written in Satian.
Who?
However, there are a few of the words that you don't understand.
And they're not in common Dwarvish or Loxodon? No? Okay.
Anything in Abyssal or Celestial in there?
Do I get the gist?
Do you peek over his shoulder and look?
Might as well.
Cyrus is like kind of just walking, really
Okay.
hesitantly walking over.
So-
So he's very intimidated by through him, but just kind of hesitantly, just like shuffling over, trying to like sneak a look at it. Just like
Looking over his shoulder, you can see that a few of the words are written in Celestial.
Ooh,
I read
I
that.
know that. I know that.
I know that as
You
well.
recognize the word.
And I can't read the rest of it, right? Because the rest
No.
is in whatever.
In Satian.
Station.
I can read it.
Stuff.
Yes.
Oh, you're so cool. Fuck you.
I can read. I got a character.
Alright, what does
The-
it say in Celestial?
I don't read well.
You see in Celestial
No big words.
Too many big words.
Sathu, which means respite or safety.
Or like the city respite.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
I like how we both felt that sure.
you also see the word Thosbal, which means treason or betrayer.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the words I don't understand.
Anything else?
Not on that side of the scroll. That's as much
Okay.
as you can see.
So what's like the
I'll
gist
go
of it?
and say, wait. Those words in Celestial say Cyrus's name. It says kill the betrayer, Cyrus.
I will go.
Yeah, kill him.
I'll go to it. I was like, oh,
Threw him instantly.
I was to say before
Straightens up. Turns to Cyrus.
as he say as
You better
Padil
fucking betray me, bitch.
as Padil says like Padil, I can also read Celestial and it doesn't say that. I'm very learned.
How do I know you're not lying to me?
To be honest, I think Big Guy's
Paladin's been more of a man to me.
But I can read. Celestial. Why would you? And
True.
I'll cast a message and I'll just like, what the fuck, Paladin? No, I'm just like that. But it's like, what the fuck?
I'm
crap,
joking.
but-
I'm joking through him. It's a joke.
Oh.
It's a joke.
It's just like,
I'll not
I'm
grab.
Padil. What the frick is that?
Soko,
Yeah.
with your very high passive perception, please make for me an intelligence check.
Yeah, that's big.
Wouldn't
dude,
that be more of
big.
a wisdom check, maybe?
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll say that this can be a wisdom check.
Wow,
Yeah.
bargaining with the DM.
I mean, it makes sense for it to be wisdom, I guess.
21.
Okay. You now begin to catch a very faint, noxious, acidic smell that none of the others seem to have noticed yet.
An acidic smell? Where's it coming from?
Make
I
a
smell
perception
that?
check.
Yo, I got good smells, boys.
With your,
It smells
is it advantage
Yo.
because it requires smell?
Because it requires smell, yeah. That's a 26, brother.
Brother.
You follow your long, long nose, and you can see now, in the top right of the corner, where the wall meets the roof, there is a vent. And a slow roll as a dark, pale green fog starts to roll down the wall.
Guys, you need to get the fuck out of here. And Sturm just bolts.
Okay,
Like he's gone.
so
I
you
did close the
go.
door behind us.
So you now. I require everyone to make a Constitution check. Saving throw, sorry.
You know I tried running?
Constitution check or saving?
Saving throw.
Save.
Saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Constitution.
That's maybe okay. Maybe okay.
21. My
21?
first 20 or above,
Okay.
boys. My first.
16?
Okay.
Fucking A.
Natural 1 plus 1, 2.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Nat 1 though, Nat 1. I want to come here gets, man.
Ooh, that's a good point. I should roll for Camille.
Carmia dies.
She's fine.
I want to fails it. Damn.
Through Peldale.
Hi.
Oh.
As you Peldale now, especially as you're suddenly aware of this acidic, acrid, smoky scent, and you can feel it start to.
I smell a smelly smell.
That smells.
Smelly.
Smelly.
It. You can feel it sort of begin to haze around the corners of your vision, and you shake it off, and you turn around, and Cyrus is coughing his guts up
Oh, God.
against the wall in the corner, and you take 3 points of damage.
Who, me? Who,
Yeah.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Through you
Cyrus.
go up to the door,
Yep.
It's shut. It's flush against
I shove my shoulder against it in desperation.
the wall. Make a strength check.
That's not good, guys. Help. That's
It is good.
7.
Oh my god.
Doesn't budge.
Okay.
I need you all
I
to
want to
make
just keep shoving it.
another.
Are you fucking
Constitution saving
kidding?
throw.
Like,
I have
why
to
do
make
I
one
get
all the way
it-
up the tunnel?
Do I not get a thing to do
Oh,
before I have
okay.
to roll
Then
save again?
are you gonna
I want to see if there's like a button or a thing on this side of the room because that would
make
make
an
sense,
investigation
right?
check?
Boom! 21.
Ooh, Dutch rolling hot.
Yeah, might as well have 2 hours of rolling 5s. Fucking hell.
Hey,
Um,
Dutch. I'm not rolling ones. Not like this.
You started off with 2 nat 20s though, so.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
All that you notice in this room
Uh huh.
is what the others noticed earlier: the scraping against the base of the door. That now, when you take a moment to look at it, looks like fingernails against the
For
stone.
people that got trapped before us and tried to crawl their way out. Yep, cool.
And
That screwed us.
the
So
stone
nothing-
plinth
no
is still
buttons?
there.
No buttons, nothing. Like,
The only thing that looks like you could maybe interact with it is the piece that you already placed in.
fucking shit. I go back and I go if I can remove the fucking tablet from the thing.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, you pull this tablet back out.
Do anything?
Nothing seems to happen.
Lit.
The red orb doesn't reappear.
The red orb doesn't come back.
Does Cyrus see where the vent? No, he wasn't told the vent is. Can I try and see where this gas is coming from?
Make a perception check. When you're
8.
done coughing. Okay, yeah, you can see that this. Your eyes are watering from the coughing, so you're struggling, but you can see that this gas is rolling in from the top of the wall.
I will
behind
cast Frostbolt at the vent. Just try and seal it up. Just
Okay.
try-
That's
Um,
fucking smart, actually.
make an attack.
21.
Okay, roll damage.
6.
Okay, so you watch now as this frost forms over this vent, and
So Ray of Frost, not Frostbolt.
I knew what you meant.
Same sort of thing.
Um, and the gas that was trickling in stops, but that's already in the room continues to roll in. And can you all please
Alright.
make?
We're gonna die here
Can't
because of
save.
fucking fallibility.
8.
Okay.
13.
10. And I'm a convoy.
Come here. It's fine. Cyrus and Throom. You begin again to feel this noxious gas clinging to the inside of your lungs.
Just never stopped for Cyrus.
Shit. I'm going to just start shoulder barging into the fucking door.
Okay.
And I'm helping.
Cyrus and Throom. You
Yep.
take 3 points of poison damage. And
Okay.
Podo.
Room, help me with this.
Yep.
Okay, so roll with
On it.
advantage, strength check.
Yeah, Dutch, you roll, not me.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Strength check. 20. Dirty 20.
So you slam into this wall once, and it doesn't
Mhm.
seem to budge. And then Throom leans on one side of it, and you go for it again. And this time you hit it on the side opposite where the hinges probably are.
Mm-hmm.
And the door. And you hear it as some sort of mechanism snaps, and the door swings open. Maybe
Fuck yeah,
2 feet.
Yeah, can I like squeeze my way out and just go for
Yeah.
the button and open and see if it opens up for
Okay,
like all the way?
so
Shuts it on us.
you manage to to squeeze your way through,
Mm-hmm.
and you run for the button as the other two are sort of leaning against the wall, coughing.
Mm-hmm.
And you press the button.
And?
And you hear... as there's a grinding and the door stays in place.
Okay, I'm just gonna start pulling on the door from like the other side, see if I can...
Okay.
Through! When I count down, you push at the same time that I pull, alright?
Alright.
So
Is
make
that with
a...
advantage?
Yeah, make a strength check with advantage.
Not that again. 19.
You, with the help of Throom, yank this door all the way open, and the gas that was slowly filling this side room now just rolls out along the floor.
I will just run out.
Well, that was fun.
Well, I just fucking realized, by the way, I think I have... Oh, never mind, I lied. Haha. Carry on.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, Cyrus just gonna run out the room, just coughing, heaving.
Alright, that scroll better be fucking worth it once we have it looked at by someone a little more, Actually... Could you just give this fucking scroll to Cyrus so he can take a look at it, please?
Fine. Well,
While I
begrudgingly hand it
peek
over.
my head out the door of the room to see if anyone
I
might be
will-
coming towards this room.
Okay. You peek your head out into the hallway and make a perception check.
Well, I found the dice that I have to roll for the rest of the night, boys.
Nice.
I found it. Perception?
Yar.
19.
It seems still and quiet, with the occasional flash of lightning now outside.
Alright. Hey, just in case we might have alerted some people, you want to move into a different room first before we check that thing out?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I don't want to be caught here with my dick in my hands by a bunch of people that want me dead, you know?
Let's do that, and I will try the other door that we didn't open
That's the double door, isn't it?
on that same side.
I think there's one more door on this side.
There's-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's one more door on the other side. That's what
Oh.
that's what I'm trying to open.
Pretty sure.
As long as it's not locked. And I check it for traps.
Hey, we did it.
He
Rex.
learned.
Okay. Make a investigation roll.
14.
As far as Throom can tell,
Oh man, I
this
love it when
handle
DMs say
is
that.
not trapped. Have you not noticed that I do that all the time?
I will try to
I do
open
this.
the
I do
door
the
if
same.
it is not
Like,
locked.
I know exactly. Yeah.
Okay. The door is not locked.
I will open it and step inside.
You step inside to another bedroom, dimly lit this time with an oil lantern on the wall. With dark green and purple bed sheets and a large bed, again the same as the other room. This room's slightly larger. There's a basin in the corner with water in it and another wardrobe.
Anyone in the bed?
Not that you can see.
Lit. All right.
I will look at
That
the
was
wardrobe.
that was close.
Okay. You look in the wardrobe.
Cyrus, could you take a look at that scroll while I just
I
have a little
will
look around?
start reading.
Okay. So, through him first, you look in the wardrobe. It's seemingly empty.
Alright, I'll just go sit on the bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna just have a little look around the room, see if I can find anything of value while Cyrus is reading this scroll.
Make an investigation check.
You sure Paladin's not a rogue?
No.
Looking for anything of value.
Yeah, bro. Like, they're dickheads, right? So.
Yeah, fair.
Ah, fuck it. That's a big 4.
It's a big 4.
Yeah, dude.
Find the number 4.
You gather that apart from the fine bed sheets, that there's not really anything valuable in here. At least nothing that catches your eye as valuable.
Any paintings that might be worth money, Carmia?
There's no paintings on the walls. There's a tapestry that Kamiya is closely looking at.
Alright. Roughly how long does Cyrus need to read through that entirety of
I
that
mean, it
scroll?
depends. Cyrus reads pretty fucking quick. But
It's
I know how-
so it's written
big
in
it is.
Satian or in Satian.
So that
um,
koi booty though.
Thick as.
That's what gets the views, boys.
It's written in Satian
Yeah,
with
I
a
read
few words in Celestial.
And I read that as well.
Yeah, you do. I know you do. Which is why I'm telling you what languages it is.
Yeah.
So you begin to read this scroll, and it's rather short. The use of Satian is a little bit janky without context. It's an old language that is used mostly in Satium for legally binding documents and formal occasions and the like. What you gather from the scroll is that it is an agreement or contract of some sort.
Oh boy.
Specifically, it is an agreement between an individual referred to as Duthos,
How's that spelled?
Duthos,
Mm-hmm.
and an other unnamed individual who seems to have been the one that wrote the agreement or contract.
Okay.
The terminology used is rather vague in most cases.
Right.
It describes an agreement to host a delegation first in Port Dawn and then in Respite. However, the word for Respite is written in Celestial as opposed to Satian.
Right. Was there anything on the back of it or anything like that, or was that all?
You turn it over, and on the back, in black sort of flaky ink, is again this 11-pointed star in a circle.
Okay. Can I want to look over it and see if I can see like I'm trying to see if I can make like if there's like a code in it anywhere, in the sense of like, you know, like looking down like the first letters and that
Make
type of
an
bullshit.
investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. 24.
Ooh.
You take the
dude.
time to look along each row, and then diagonally.
Yeah, I'm just
And
trying
then
to find
alongside.
patterns that probably aren't there. Just trying to see.
And apart from, at some point, one of the diagonal patterns spells foot. But that's about it.
Yeah, okay.
Gotta mean something.
Hey,
Got him,
while
boys!
while he's doing that, I'm a little intrigued by my sword, and I want to just take some time to like just closely inspect, see if anything else
Potentially, maybe a
catches my attention. Maybe it starts talking to me. You never know, you know.
Okay. So you sit there and you spend some time looking at this sword. Do you just
And it looks
hold
back
it
at you with a
and
golden eye.
sit there and
I will cut my hand with it, just a little bit, just to draw
with the
some blood.
blade or
With the blade and see what happens.
okay? So
You
you
will attack on yourself.
Just a little bit.
very
just like
gently
just a little.
run the blade along the palm of your hand.
Mhm.
it stings as much as you'd expect a small cut like that to.
The blood doesn't disappear.
The blood remains on
Can
the
I
blade.
can I like wipe some of the blood and wipe it on the handle and see what it does?
Okay. So you collect this blood off the blade and smear it across the handle.
Uh-huh.
And you spend 2, 3, 5 minutes watching it as this blood slowly dries.
So not like the first time where it like got sucked in.
No.
That's fascinating. Okay.
That's just like, that's fascinating. Am I gonna die?
No, it's just like I guess it's just like Dutch me guesses that it's probably because it was the first time the sword had to like accept me, and now that like the thing moved so that it sits perfectly in my hand, that kind of confirms that theory. For me. So,
Who knows?
cool. We'll see what happens when I whack an enemy in the head with it.
Panda isn't here right now, but I know that she's gonna watch the VOD back. So for the sake of that, I'm gonna describe for you, Panda, what Kamiya sees right now, and everyone else as well, I guess. Kamiya has come into the room and started paying attention to the tapestry on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And the tapestry is... It's large, it runs from the roof down to maybe a foot off the floor. And it's woven, it's been hand woven by someone or a group of people somewhere. And it has a date at the top, which is 1114, which you all know is about 18 years ago.
It's not November 14th.
No. It is written as in like 1114.
Okay.
And for those of you that take any interest into it, you'll see this as well. It's a large, what you initially look at first and looks like a family tree, but then realize it's more complicated than that. It's separated within a house, and it depicts in 1114 the coronation of the current emperor when he took over from his father. And all of those who were Lord Regent of the respective cities and their lords above them of the respective cities at each time as the emperor was coronated. So, for example, you see 18 years ago, Port Dawn, you see that there is a Lord Therian, and then under that there is a Therian.
I can see Koba's face.
Koba's face, Jesus Christ.
Ooh,
So,
backstory.
It's not Terran.
hmm?
Because we know Terran. We know.
No, we you know Lord, yeah. So there was
It's his house. We're in his house.
So there was, at the time, there was Lord Theros of Port Dawn, and his Lord Regent, who most of you would know that a Lord Regent acts on behalf of the Lord in most of the day-to-day courts and such. And the Lord Regent is named as Tyrion. There's the same for other sort of areas, all that count as the province of Citium. So there is a named Lord Regent for Respite. There is one for Branholm. There's one for Alagaros. There's, so you know, if any of you spend the time to look at it, I guess, which I suppose Kamiya's doing, so I'll just continue to describe it. There's a lot of it is crossed out or scrubbed off.
Okay.
which is unusual for a tapestry like this. They're normally commemorative, and as such, wouldn't be crossed out or removed in any way. They'd simply be
Almost like
updated with
a-
newer ones.
Like a hit list almost. Like, oh, dealt
Mm.
with. Dealt with.
Possibly, but the large number of those crossed off, of the names you recognize, such as So the one that you recognize, Peldale,
Mm-hmm.
as you're from Altaheim,
Mm-hmm.
would be Lord Sapio,
Uh-huh.
who was one of the lords of one of the larger area, one of the largest cities in Altaheim.
Mm-hmm.
And you know for a fact that he died about 2 years ago, I think it would be.
And is he crossed out on the tapestry?
No.
Oh, interesting.
His name's still up there. As well as for Allegaros, there's the Lord and Lady Garros are still on the list and not crossed out. Even though Lady Garros disappeared around the time as Lord Sapio died.
All right.
So, yeah, Kamiya looks at the tapestry for a while, and then steps away and looks at the rest of you.
Shall I move on then?
I will reveal, obviously, to the party what like the scroll was and is like.
Okay.
It looks like it's some sort of contract, and then fucking all that information you said, because I wrote down
It's,
notes and not exactly what it is.
Keep that with us, and maybe Erebos can tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, I'll put it back in the scroll case.
Just hold on to that for now, sorry.
I'll put it in my.
Right.
I'm not
Anything
bexing it.
besides the tapestry in this room? There's nothing else.
Uh-uh.
That leaves only the double doors left, right?
Shall we?
Looks like that's
Yeah,
where
I
we're gonna
guess,
go.
dude.
Yeah. Let's go then.
Let's
Okay.
go open those double doors.
Hey, is it too much to ask for like a little break? 'Cause I gotta piss, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. If we all want to go have a quick break now.
That'd be great. Like I don't know how much time we have left. Like an hour?
About an hour and 15, because we want to
Okay,
finish
yeah,
up.
I
Just
can't hold
also-
it in for that long, so I really gotta go pee pee.
That's fine. We'll have a
Just get a
chance for
bladder
everyone to
infection.
get a drink,
Oh,
etc.
yeah, let's just do that real quick. Yeah, I'll just get a
come on, brother.
fucking catheter, dude. Just fucking.
Yeah,
Alright,
dude,
stream.
don't be pussy.
So I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna throw up the BRB screen, and we'll be back in maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, like
I'm-
5 minutes.
I'm just gonna make hot chocolate and take some cold and flu capsules.
Sounds good.
Not okay.
How fucking good.
How dare you take your own well-being into consideration?
And
I've been
Jimmy's
ready.
gone off for the food.
Alright, we're all back.
Ooh-wee.
Ah!
We're all gonna fucking die.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, go.
Alright,
Herb smashes Cyrus.
cool.
Oh, fuck.
Does everyone feel better now that they've had a piss and got a drink,
Yeah.
etc.?
Yeah.
Yep.
Feeling
Nah,
feisty.
Coolio.
Yeah.
Let's go to that double door, gang. Scooby,
Okay.
lead the way.
Right,
Who
Raggy.
the fuck is Scooby?
Scooby motherfucking do. As in, do you want some, mate? Because I'll give it you.
Sorry.
Yeah, cool.
Not your
So
best joke.
you leave this bedroom
Not his worst one, though.
and you walk across the soft, green carpeted hallway.
Oh, it's soft.
Yeah. You would know that, you don't wear shoes.
Facts.
You get to these double doors, and they're large wooden doors that seem much heavier than any of the other doors in the house.
Well, they are bigger, so it makes sense. I will try to open the doors, I guess.
Rocks fall.
Okay. So the doors swing open,
Traps.
and you find yourself in what appears to be a study of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
There are bookcases along the walls from floor to ceiling, just hundreds, if not thousands, of books around the room.
Cyrus is just gonna be looking for books about Arcana and shit.
There is a large wooden desk in the middle of the room, and what looks to be a large wooden chair padded with leather. And in that chair, next to the desk,
Oops, maybe he's not gonna look for anything.
is
A man's.
an elven man, young to middle-aged, with dark brown hair that seems to curl at the ends, in purple silken robes that have been gilded with gold thread.
Mm-hmm.
He's just there,
I'll take out
looking
my
at you
sword.
all, hands clasped.
I draw my
You
sword.
pull out your sword. I wouldn't suggest that that would be the best idea.
Well, who said I give a fuck about what you suggest?
He just sort of looks at you and chuckles.
Fuck!
Thurm's just a little stunned.
This elven man does not seem in any way phased. He's a
Alright.
small pair of like golden spectacles on his nose, like tiny, almost reading glasses.
There's no crystal in the room?
Not that you can see right now.
Who are you?
If only it were so simple.
Could be so simple. You're the one that decides that, isn't it?
You have a fucking name, don't you?
I do.
Tell you mine if you tell me yours.
He just sort of laughs.
Cyrus is gonna kind of turn his back. to the
And he looks at
person.
you.
Oh.
Powder.
Mm-hmm.
The mistake you're making is the assumption that both of our names carry the same weight, gravitas, and value.
I don't give a fuck about that. I just like to know the name of the person that I'm about to kill. Makes it more
Fair
personal.
point, deal. I like that.
As this is going on, Cyrus is gonna turn his back to the person there, and I'm gonna cast message at the person,
Okay.
and just go. He said, so I was gonna try and just put my voice back. You, you should really tell them your name. Ooh, like try to think that he is some sort of ethereal like consciousness and not Cyrus. Very much just turns back.
He
and goes,
replies in your head with, "If you think cheap tricks are enough to faze me, then you have little understanding."
I throw my dagger.
Oh, okay.
All right, dude.
You immediately throw your dagger.
Yep.
And he catches it.
See what happens.
Make an attack.
Not bad. Let's see. That would be. It's thrown. Mm-hmm. Oh, throwing makes it strength or dex, right? So it doesn't matter. Yeah, alright. So that's 19 to hit.
19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. This dagger flies towards this individual as he waves a hand, and the dagger just drops to the floor.
Nice. So let's say that out loud. That's spelled.
I could kill you all right here and right now.
I figured. I
Don't
just
make
had to-
me waste the effort.
Just had to test, you know.
Okay.
Wanna pass that back to me?
He.
Heldo's not phased at all.
Okay, so this dagger like stopped like inches from his face, is now in front of the desk on him. So he picks it up and starts to toy with it. And just sort of like flicks it over his hand, checks the balance of it. And he sort of, you see him smirk. Very well then, let's be upfront in our transactions. My name is Duthos.
Duthos. See, it's not that hard,
And-
is it?
As you're speaking to him, his face and body begins to shimmer, and you watch as this visage fades away, revealing a creature in the same pink and purple and gold robes,
Fucking hell.
but
Not again.
with the head of a fox.
Oh!
Fucking
Lit.
hell, dude. God damn it.
I forget their name, but they're fucking dope.
I am.
Yeah.
Make me a
think I know
a
that.
history check. You have a large knowledge of creatures.
Yeah, because I mean, you hunt monsters.
You have
I mean,
monsters.
yeah,
You have a
typically
wide breadth
not
of.
humanoids, but yeah.
No, but you have a wide breadth of like. You would know at least what it is. You might not know everything about them.
Yeah. That's at 12.
But okay, so you know that this is most likely
Yeah, I forgot what they're called.
an Arcanoloth.
Okay.
And that they are generally middlemen, barterers, very powerful, but disdainful of combat usually. They would much rather trade. The thing that an Arcanoloth values most is knowledge. And that's what they
so
hold.
I as Peldil know that, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Listen. I've seen your kind before. You're not fighters. Who do you work for? What does he want? The only reason that you reveal yourself is is because you have something to offer us, or you want to do something. Just spit it out. You're not the one in charge. Your kind is too much of a bitch to be the ones in charge.
Oh, got him.
Oof.
Who do you work for? What does he want?
Dagger is sort of Peldil.
We would be dead already if you really wanted us dead, or your employer wanted us dead.
You're alive because I don't wish you dead. Don't make me change that.
I will cast message again on the fucking boy. His name's Buthos. Well, the person's name is
Yeah.
Buthos. And I'll just say, we know of your little contract with the people, and that's all. Like Cyrus would just say.
He just smiles. And then looks at you all and, not replying a message like out loud, says, "If you wish to ask me questions, then you must offer up something of value from yourselves."
What is it you're looking for? What do you want? Is it material needs you need fulfilling, or is it
Material
knowledge?
needs bore me.
I figure as much. We're here looking for a crystal. I think you know exactly what crystal we're talking about.
I would
Tell by the
suppose,
smirk on your face.
if you're here for the crystal, you
So-
already know of the crystal. There is no
Mhm.
harm in telling you. But yes, it's here.
It's good to know.
Why are you after
Well,
the
if you
crystal?
just tell us where it is, we can head right on out.
I don't think we have to tell you why we're after the crystal. Just, you know, I think you and me both know that whoever is your employer and their gang of friends with these masks, and I whip out one of the cultist masks and I throw it on the floor,
Hmm.
aren't necessarily do-gooders, summoning demons in the middle of the night. Let's just say there's people out there that want to see if they can stop them. And that's where we come into play.
I'll make you a deal. Allow me to peruse your memories.
Well,
Take
you
something
know,
of value, and I will give you something of value in return.
see, I've been taught to never make a deal with the devil, but a deal with an Arcanoloth is about the same thing. So,
Cyrus will step
excuse me
forward.
if I'm a bit hesitant.
Cyrus step forward like, you can look through my memories if you must, but I hate to inform you, there's not much there.
Okay, so he
I know knowledge of the Arcana. You can maybe learn.
holds out his paw in front of you.
When I give him my dagger back, by the way. This is
He's got your dagger next to him at the moment.
fortunate.
He just looks at Cyrus right now. You're all maybe like 10 feet away from this
Can I
desk.
make eye contact? Can I make eye contact with him?
Sure.
Let me double check something real quick.
And just look at through him, and kind of like I want to like raise my eyebrows. I raise my eyebrows at him and like very slyly just motion my head towards the fox dude, like very like, as in like, just stay aware. Keep an eye out for a window type of window.
That
launch.
almost seems like he wants me to attack.
Close.
Is his eyes locked on me?
Yeah, he's waiting for you to
I
gather,
will-
walk forward.
I will walk forward, trying to look really confident and badass, but it's shaky. It's just like, okay, it's fine. It's like, it's fine. This is fine.
Okay.
And I'll grab the
so
hand,
so you take his paw,
and I also go and be like, you
and that exact
tell me
moment,
what you tell me. What you see.
for everyone else,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens, and you two are sort of on pause at the moment. For Cyrus, everything around you goes black completely,
Mhm.
and you can feel the presence of this individual with you.
Mhm.
As you feel this almost cold sensation move through your mind. And boom, right to the front of your mind is the image of your perspective of you all entering the house. and you spend maybe a second or two looking around, and then it's gone. And then you're all of a sudden in Erebos's house again, talking to him, making a deal, and then it's gone. And you're in the tavern. You're sat reading your book, watching the others drink and laugh and smile. And you see Carmia, and she smiles at you. And Throom rolls some dice. Tidwin stood at the bar, polishing a cup, and then it's gone. And then another memory. Fuzzier this time. The room itself is dark. There is stone walls, a stone floor, and a stone altar ahead of you, but you can't make out any of the details. It's fuzzy. Light comes in from a window at the very top of the wall in front of you and shines down. In front of you there are 4 robed figures, and when they turn around they have their masks and they take their masks off, but there's no face there, it's just a blur. And you look to your left and there's a green lantern, and you look to your right
Ryan Reynolds.
and there's darkness. And then it's gone. And then you're in another memory, and this time you're smaller. You're a child, and you can see around you the town that you grew up in, but the details are fuzzy. Where there would be people, there are blurs. It's almost as if you were looking at a painting where the colours had been smeared. Everything's there, but not there. It exists, but it isn't tangible. There's no smell, there's no sensation of the wind against your skin. There's no warmth, there's no cold. You feel a hand on your shoulder. You go to turn around, you look up, and it's gone. And then you're back in the room. And through Peldo, for you, maybe half a second has passed. For Cyrus, this has felt like hours.
I will let go and I'll say, a deal's a deal.
The Arcanonth sort of smirks, I guess, as much as a fox can smirk without looking like they always look. It appears that you know more than you know.
Fuck's that supposed to mean, dickhead?
He just sort of glances at you and ignores you, and carries on.
I
looking at
would
Cyrus.
too, to be honest.
Okay. Deal is a deal. I'm here as part of a contract.
Yes, I know that much. Yes.
Poor
I pull up a
Dawn.
contract.
Okay. And he looks at it and he smiles. Amplification crystals for mortals are interesting. A gimmick, nothing more. For a fiend, however, something like this with this amount of power could be immeasurable. The
You just
deal I
happen-
made.
And you just happen to want to trade off the information about it. Wow.
A deal is a deal. I will give you information equal to the value of what I was given.
What fucking deal did we make?
I didn't make a deal with you at all. You just stood there for like a second, if that. How much could he have given you?
You were given a
Enough.
lot more information than you cared to look at. You didn't look at my knowledge. You looked at my past. There's a difference there.
I find it interesting how you mortals view knowledge and past as two separates. Your past is infinitesimally small compared to what I've known, what I have lived, the number of times that I have died and been reborn.
Ooh, you're cool. You can die and live again.
Is it a trait that I would doubt that you possess yourself, unless you care to test?
Against you?
How about you just fucking... okay, listen. We both know I'm not stupid, you're not stupid. If you were here to fight us, kill us, whatever, you would have done it already. You're willing to say... You're willing to trade information, give us the information so we can move on to our way. The faster we fuck off out of this room, the faster we are rid of each other, and we never have to see each other.
I have no qualms with you all. Simply here as a middleman.
Yeah, like I said.
And who is your boss, shall we say? Who is our third party?
I'm afraid that that is far more valuable than anything you could ever give me.
Could it really be that valuable? Just a name?
Make a persuasion check.
Rolls nat 20.
Persuasion? That's a +1, I'll take that. 17.
It's not so bad.
He looks at you, Cyrus, and almost tilts his head. For your kind, names are just names. Names have larger weight to them in planes other than this one. To give a name is not as simple as to simply introduce one another. Names have power. As it were, I'm simply here to put like-minded individuals between the material plane and the hells in contact with one another. And they
It's
make
funny,
their
it's-
deals, I fulfill mine, I leave with the information I wanted.
You happen to know a guy called, scrolls back through notes. Hang on.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. I happen to know a guy, big, fuck off, winged dude, whip, sword, Rugrath,
Morganath.
that guy, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I met him, seems like a nice bloke.
He is apparently not as comfortable in taking orders as was once first established.
Because most of us aren't bitches.
Yeah, he made a mess in that inn in the city.
He'll be dealt with.
And you're gonna be doing that, or your boss is gonna do that.
He just smacks you. Well now, it's been awfully exciting chatting to you all. But I very much doubt do you have anything worth even piquing my interest anymore. And he pulls out from the desk. Cyrus, you're close enough to see that he opens a drawer and pulls out what is about a 2-inch long, sort of ruby coloured crystal with swirls of green veins through the gem.
And you're just gonna give that to us. What do you gain from this? I feel like I'm being fucked with.
Cyrus is just gonna try and reach a hand and grab it from him.
He places the crystal
Oh,
down on the desk
the second he
and
lets go.
steps back,
Cyrus is gonna
looks at you
grab it.
all, smiles, and you hear as behind him a large gateway rises up out of the floor.
Is he plane shifting? plane shifting, isn't it?
And the doors behind him swing into what was once just empty space. And he steps backwards. And the door's
Thank
shut. And it fades. It dissipates into particles and almost like a fine, dark dust. And as this door disappears, the crystal that was on the table
No.
shatters.
Cyrus will just. Okay. Also, by the way, that's sound effect gypsy 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that was lit.
Fucking Cyrus will just look at it. How. Stupid fucking question, right?
It
But
is
how
dust.
shattered is it? Like,
It is
let's say,
like
is
a
it dust
pink-
or is it like
It is like a reddy
when a
green
plate shatters?
dust.
Okay.
It,
There's no way. Wait. There's no way he actually had. That's actually the crystal we're looking for, and he just destroys it.
I want to
Cyrus
search
look-
through the desk.
I see. Cyrus looks. He saw.
Did that motherfucker take my dagger? By the way.
no, the dagger's on
No,
the
it's on the
table.
desk. It's on the desk.
Cyrus saw.
sorry.
Did you say Cyrus saw what drawer he got it from?
Yeah.
Take my dagger.
He will. Cyrus will look into that drawer straight away. First,
Okay.
he'll just run to that drawer and
It's
open it.
empty.
Hmm?
It's empty.
It's empty. He will just start frantically looking through like all the drawers and just like through the desk. Just
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Investigation. Ooh, 17.
You find a lot of paperwork regarding the day-to-day running of the city. You find a stamp emblazoned with a ship and a sunrise behind it. And you find a small pouch.
I will pocket the stamp and put that in my thing, and I will open up the pouch.
In the pouch, there is a reddish powder with small flecks of green.
What did Erebos describe the crystal as? Like, what did it look like to us?
Yeah, I don't
Did
remember
he,
either.
did he give a description? Because I don't remember him saying it was red and green.
Erebos knew that there was a crystal,
He didn't. I don't think you remember him giving us. A
but
thing.
I don't believe that he described what it looked like to you.
Oh, piss.
Yeah, he did. He just said the crystal.
Just that it was magical.
Well, do we fucking... do we bring him the dust and say, haha, we had it for a split second,
No,
and
the
just
du-
fucking...
I'll say the pouch. I will try and pocket without people seeing.
Make a slight hand check.
Good luck, dude.
I fucking hate you being so secretive, you cuck.
Who, me or
Sorry,
him?
guys.
Fucking Koiba, dude.
12.
Why would I do this in secret?
Nope, I see that.
Hell, I see that, lol. Oh, I don't,
Fuck's
never mind.
Oh.
Cyrus! Fuck are you doing with that pouch?
It's just more of that red dust. I didn't think it would be important to mention. So
I walk up to Cyrus.
if you want it, you can. It is just
I
the red
walk up to
dust.
Cyrus, put my hand on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So,
And cut the fuck out.
if this is not the first time we catch you in trying to hide things from us. See, in that fight with the armor, I thought you had my back. And now I'm starting to have my doubts.
I don't know to say things.
Giving you one more chance. Be honest with us. Be truthful. Because we are supposed to have your back. But none of us trust you right.
Throne's
And I
gonna
want-
get up.
Come
I
here,
want
just
to
sort of.
trust
I
you. Think about
guess
that, alright?
I trust him.
You're making a fucking
as-
mistake.
as he says, I go, I did actually think it wasn't worthwhile. It's just a red powder.
Everything. From now
Broom
on.
gets in his face.
From now on, everything we find in this place regarding deals with devils, crystals, whatever the fuck it is, you tell the group.
Okay, I can.
Nothing
You just see him just
leaves-
shrink. He's just
Nothing leaves this castle without the entire group knowing about it. This could very well be the difference between one of us dying or all of us getting out of here alive.
Yes, I know, but
And lies start small, but they escalate and they snowball into bigger lies, and you end up with a dagger in your back because your own team doesn't trust you.
But it's not lying. We shouldn't jump to immediate conclusions
Cyrus,
about things we don't know.
You
for
pull
fact.
One
some
more
shit
fucking word, Cyrus, and I look at
like
him
this
and
again.
I'm trying to intimidate him at this point. Like I'm so
Okay.
mad.
You can roll that show with advantage because he is terrified.
I mean, yeah, like,
he is.
roll with
like, as you
advantage
talk
as
to
well
him,
because
as-
Throom's assisting.
As you see him, like as you're talking to him, you just see him like
Natural
shrink- He's just getting smaller and smaller.
Cyrus,
and
you-
just like,
Have the inclination to believe that while these people want to look out for you, if you continually double cross them or continually get caught double crossing them,
he's not even double crossing. He just wants
they
to fight
will
on the
leave
facts.
you in a ditch. Or
He
Peldil
just
would
wants
be
to-
more than happy
not
to
how we
leave
see
you in
it.
a ditch.
I will put up the red time. Like, guys, I found this red powder. It looks like the same crystals we found in there. Kind of sarcastically, but at the same time.
Are
like,
you
really
mocking
nervous.
me, you
No,
son of a...
really-
You will
It's
hear from the
really
background as
honestly
Cammy is like, "Hey guys, I found a carpet," and she points at one of the rugs in the corner.
I ignore that and I keep looking at Cyrus and I say,
I know, just pass.
I
will pass that to Peldil.
really want to trust you, and I want you to have a place in this fuck off group that we have now formed because of whatever reason. But if you don't want to be here, just let us know and you can go.
No, I want.
But if you want to be here, we're gonna have to make some form of trust between one another. Because I've seen people die because of secrets, because of lack of trust. Do you want to die? Because I fucking don't want to die. I don't know about you, but I like living. I like money. I like alcohol. I like women. I like life.
I love big booty bitches.
And I would like to live on the rest of my life and not dying in some fuck off castle for some fuck off cult because a fucking wizard in our group doesn't want to tell us the whole story.
He looks up really sheepishly and says, like I said, we should. I'm telling you the truth. Just I don't think I should theorize, and we don't know what's fully up. I wanted to explore everything before we say, because if we jump to conclusions, that's how you say. That's how we die. Because I could say, oh, this is right, and then with that poison gas, we could have gone.
Cyrus.
We shouldn't just be like, oh, I found this thing. We should investigate. We need to know what everything is.
Yeah,
Everything
but
is-
trying to secretly pocket stuff,
I didn't think.
lying
I
about
wa-
cursed paintings,
I wasn't lying about the cursed painting.
withholding information is just as bad as
No,
lying.
because I needed to know. I couldn't just say,
And
oh,
why-
it's
no.
definitely cursed, because it wasn't cursed. I don't know what was up with it. And I can't.
Cyrus, if you think something is cursed and you're not sure, you say, hey guys, I think this might be cursed. I think this might be important.
Okay. And he will just kind of start to try to walk away, but
As
like,
he does that,
he
starts to like slide an arm around him.
He doesn't know. he
Lean in
does.
real
I let go and I just
As Throom does that, Cyrus just goes, just like straight up, like
Throom leans in real close, whispering only so that he, Peldil, and Cyrus
he's
can
really
hear.
just locked. He's just locked up.
You pull some shit like that again, Airbus will find out that Cyrus somehow disappeared while on the mission, and he was never heard from again. Got it?
Cammy is just sort of watching this. She's like,
Let
okay,
go.
okay, that's enough. He gets the point. Let's get this shit
I'm not sure
done.
if he does, but we'll find out.
Well,
So,
I
what
don't
do
know
we
if
do
he
now?
does now.
if it
No,
wasn't
we
for
can
him,
go
we
back
might have
just-
died in that gas trap. So
I still remember bitches.
he's.
It's not like that I that broke out a way for
Yes.
us to open the door. Yeah, no, you're right.
And who
so
shut the
so,
door? All I'm saying is that he's useful.
I'm about to fucking one to Kermia in the face. If she doesn't watch out.
Look, okay, Cammy is sassy. I already know that. I'm sticking
Party
with
fights
that.
party.
No, right.
He's just holding.
What
Cyrus
do we
just
do
kinda-
now?
Cyrus
Do we
just holding
bring this
red
dust to Erebos and say, "Haha, Asia Crystal,"
Well,
or do we keep looking?
he did say that we were to recover it if possible, but that destroying it was also fine.
Is there just bookshelves in the room?
There's
Like, are there
bookshelves in the
just
main study.
bookshelves?
There's a
So-
few like tables with some plants on.
So I was just going to be if it's alright with you guys, I'd like to look at some of these books. There might be something interesting, for at least, or helpful for us in the future. You never know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
could
gonna-
maybe learn something new.
Books
Like,
are
we
shite.
could- He's still kind of like holding
Prune
up
can't
that like
read.
a little. He's still leading, like
But he can.
holding out that pouch.
I
just
sigh.
like,
I sigh
Like-
and say, "Cyrus, you can pocket the powder now."
oh, okay. Just like puts it in. And kind of scrambles off to the nearest bookshelf, just like
So
Okay.
throw 'em
and starts looking. I'm looking for books, interesting Arcana books, if
Okay,
possible.
so
is
make
what it's
an
looking
investigation check while these two do whatever.
for. 10.
Okay.
I don't
Would I recall? Nah, never mind. He already said he was a fiend. Never mind. That's all good. I was like, what kind of creature was it? But then he was talking about fiends. So I
What,
assumed
the Arcana Loth?
yeah. He said something about immortal devilish shit. So I figured that's something to use.
So you don't know the ins and outs of like what an Arcana Loth can and can't do. You know that they generally have a thirst for knowledge. They're generally middlemen, although they are combat capable. They are fiendish.
Fiendish. Yeah, because he said like shit about the hells.
But they're
So I
generally... They won't attack unless provoked. There have been cases where an Arcana Loth has killed people,
Mm-hmm.
but it's rare. They generally prefer to barter.
I'm just getting like insane Rakshasa vibes of this kid. Oh boy.
And they're
Okay.
alright. I'm just like rock.
It's like a fucking reskin of a Rakshasa lit. Okay. What do we do, guys? Like, we have this powder that we assume is part of that crystal. The only crystal we've seen so far got shattered by this fuck off fox dude.
Well, what do we know about the crystal? Is it magic? Is the powder important?
I hazard a guess and say yes.
I mean, we don't know anything. For
Yeah,
we
we
know,
don't really
this
know
powder
anything.
could just be the crystal, and it could be loads of little crystals that. It doesn't say it had to be one big thing. It could be this little pouch is it all, and that's it. It's just loads of thousands of them.
We
Who
could,
knows? We don't know, and I
We
can't.
can always
tell
ask
until-
Erebos about this more, but do we leave or do we keep it? Because I don't think we've explored the bottom floor of this castle properly, right?
You did about half of it on your way round. Most
do
of
we-
what you
do
found
we-
downstairs was storerooms, general house
Yeah.
running. Cyrus,
I'd say we. Oh, never mind.
your investigation of the
Yeah,
bookshelf. You find the large majority of the books are historical tombs.
Okay.
There are some that are around the formation of the empire, the political structure of the empire, the traditions of the coronation of the empire. There is a 3-part, like 2,000 word series on purely the traditions based around the coronation of the emperor. A lot of books Cyrus probably would read, but nothing that catches his eye
Yeah.
as
For Arcana.
as arcane or as arcane.
He's probably read most of those fucking books, to be fair, like in one way or another. He's probably fucking at some point. He's read one or two of them. Yeah, no, okay, he's just gonna leave it. He'll maybe if there's like one he hasn't read, he might like.
Okay. So the one that you just glance by and pick up, it's a leather-bound book with a red, like a deep red cover, and the text on it is the day-to-day running of the Dawn Hall and the traditions therein. Written by Sir Rufus Hertzberg.
Oh my god, no way.
You also find another book that catches your eye, actually. Let me just get this correct. It is
That's
written
attack on both
by...
me and Dutch.
It is described as the temples and ritual sites of the Endless Tides, written by Rena Goldeyes.
Ritual sites of where? Hang on, temples and ritual sites.
The temples and ritual sites of the Endless Tides, which you would know is the desert province to the south. Written by Rena Goldeyes.
Shout out to Irina Kabikting.
I will convey. I will say. These books look interesting. Just some history, and this one's about temples and religion. This might come in handy. It's about temples and rituals. So
I
Yeah,
doubt people in this house will miss it. We could take it with us, I suppose.
Okay. Are you gonna just put them straight in your bag or start to flick through?
yep,
Or?
into the bag.
Okay.
That's nighttime reading. That is.
Cyrus is gonna be our walking library.
I'm a fucking wizard. Of course I am. No.
Yeah.
Is that a spell book of mine? Is that?
I think we're gonna have to put it up to a vote here, guys. There's 4 of us. Do we keep searching the rest of the bottom floor of this hall? Or do we take what we found back to Erebos and
I think
see what we do then?
I think we need to.
I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, I feel like
think
we've
we
also been here long enough for
I
like
don't think
we don't
there's
know
anything-
when those guys are gonna be back. Like, weren't like the Lord and Lady of this place like dip for the night? Like they dipped out, right? To do something.
Yeah.
Erebos said that they were attending.
Yeah, they were like
they were.
outie.
Yeah.
In respite
So,
or
like
something.
we don't know. Or were they like out of town? Out of town. I thought they were like in the city, but like not here.
No, like out of town.
I don't remember Gypsy. I'll look at my notes actually.
I remember because they had that meeting of all like the 11 fucking...
You remember that they had Erebos mentioned that they went down to deal with the Baylor.
Okay, so
Oh.
they're in the city still.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Yeah. So I say let's fuck off out of here before the Lord and Lady get home, and we'll be in real trouble.
Alright.
You okay with that, Carmina?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. We've done what we were asked to do.
Kind of.
Alright.
If he fucks us out of our money for this because the thing's broken, I'm gonna kill him.
As
he did
we
say
get-
that it was to find or destroy.
True.
As we get ready to leave, I want to cast Pass Without a Trace.
Hey!
Okay. How many? It's within 30 feet of you, right?
Well, as long as everyone stays within 30 feet of me, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Lit.
So that is advantage
Okay.
on stealth checks.
It's plus
Yep.
10, doesn't it? Or
Is
something?
it
Plus 10
Yeah.
in stealth checks.
Plus
Okay.
10.
You leave no tracks and you can't be tracked but on magical means.
So
Okay.
whenever you roll for stealth, plus 10.
So if you guys want to stealth, then now is the time to roll.
Yes.
Yes. I do
stealth.
actually. That's
Yeah.
cocked. That's.
Oh, you actually joking?
Whew.
That's sick, dude.
Whew. Jesus Christ, come here.
Yeah. I
So did you say plus 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fucking killed it.
Camille got 32.
I got a 34.
That's...
12.
You got a 2. Okay.
I got a nat 1.
I got 14. That's a nat 1.
Ooh.
Hey, nat 1, boys.
Nat 1, 14.
Nat 1 plus 1 plus 10.
I rolled a 19.
Plus 3, plus 10.
And
Okay.
the thing is, my dice was cocked between like 12 and 15. And I was like, that's cocked. I roll again. Nat 1. Lit.
Oh no, mine was very clearly a 1. It was just like, oof.
Damn, Camille, I forgot these stats.
What?
I helped Panda make a character and I forgot some of these stats. God damn.
God damn.
Yeah.
Goddamn, 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 goddamn.
Okay. So you all
Hot damn.
start to begin stealth. At first, you can hear the jingle of this dust, I guess, shifting around in this pouch that Cyrus is carrying in his pocket. Like a fucking salt shaker. And
Shake, 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 shake.
you
Stop.
can... Through me, you can definitely hear this as you're trying to be somewhat stealthy. And you just hear clunk, clunk coming from Powdell.
Hey, will you two keep it fucking down back there?
Do my best, bud.
Kamiya's silent, like... You very rarely see anyone who can move as stealthy as you can. And you don't know if it's passed without trace, but her footsteps are silent.
That's good.
Without looking
someone
to see,
who's
you would
stealthy.
never know that she's there.
Hey, Throom. I reckon I would make less noise if you would carry me.
Fuck it. I'll pick him up.
God. Okay, make a strength check.
That's a bad idea.
Actually, would that count as athletics?
I don't know. Like, I kind of help him out. Like, I'll climb on top of him, you know?
Okay,
something
I'll
like that.
guess you have advantage.
Oh, thank God. I rolled in that one. That's better.
Yeah.
Athletics, you said?
Uh-huh.
15.
15. Okay. You... How do you want to carry him?
I'll, like, I don't know. If I
Like
sit
a
on
fireman's carry.
Can
Okay.
I just, like, sit on your shoulders or something?
Yeah. Just like
Like just-
on the back of the shoulders.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'll just sit on his shoulders. Probably
Yeah,
have to duck
piggyback
for
ride.
hours
Or
and
not
stuff.
piggyback, but you know,
On
like
the-
Davin's kid.
Like the generic festival girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking slat? What?
Do I need
Okay,
to
so,
re-roll
so
this
you've
stealth
got his
now?
junk all rubbing up against the back of your head.
Oh, maybe.
And he likes it.
If he gets hard at any point, I'm done.
Oh, through him. That, I just can't help myself, man. There's that long nose of yours. Whew.
You thought that was a
That trunk. Oh, maybe. No, I'm, it's all good.
Okay.
Do I need to re-roll stealth?
No, not for now.
Okay.
Nice. DM is nice.
I know, dude.
Not unless you have something that gives you a valid reason. If you're rolling for stuff after picking him up, I might have given you disadvantage, but...
Good thing we rolled before.
Did it work, though? Do I make less noise?
Make a stealth check.
Oh, fuck!
You're not affecting Throom stealth, but...
I do make less noise. 16.
Okay.
Plus, is Pass Without a Trace still on?
Yeah.
Technically,
Yes.
26?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Sorry, still just walking.
what do you guys do? Do you begin to leave the building?
Yeah.
I suggest
out the way
we
we
just
came.
go to, like, towards that, like, servant area and just fucking
Okay.
dip.
So you make your way
How
down
much
the...
time has passed? Like, during the time, our time in the castle?
You've
For,
been
like,
in the castle for about... maybe
Like two-ish
two
hours?
hours, including the
Like
break
that.
you took.
Mhm.
So it's hard to tell what time it is with the storm outside. But that seems to have slowed, not completely dissipated, but it's definitely slowed. The storm itself is quieter.
Alright.
So yeah, you guys go down the stairs very slowly, balancing
Whenever there's, like, a low point, I'll just kind of, like, duck and make sure that I don't smack
balancing
my head against
Peldil
it.
on your shoulders through as you ascend down these marbled stairs. Cyrus and Camille are just following behind. And you go past the shattered plate armor down the stairs,
We did that, guys.
Hey, that was it.
past the
I do
intricate floor carving, out towards the servants' passageway, into that dimly lit corridor, and back out.
Should I?
Do it.
Do it, you won't.
In theory. Huh.
Go for it. What are you gonna do, bud?
I have a flask of oil.
Okay.
I have a tinderbox. We
But
could
the
just
building's made of
fucking
stone.
burn this place to the ground, you know? At least the
But it's
inside.
also
Like,
made
it's
of
a stone. It's a
stone.
stone building, but like at least the inside would be fucked. Nah.
Is it?
Okay.
Are we just seeing you get out the oil, get out the tin box, look at them both?
Like, yeah, I'm like.
Are we burning this place down?
I had a little bit of a like. I was tempted, but let's just not.
I mean, if we were going to do that, the study would have been a great place. I hate for all those books to go, but at the same time,
yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
been, like,
So
quite the spectacle.
you carry on through the servants' passage.
Thurm looks mildly disappointed.
You step out into
When we
the.
get to that like narrow like hallway, I'll hop off of his shoulders.
Okay. So you're now walking in single file. You step out back into the garden near the iron gate on this side of the hedge. And the rain is gentle. It's more of a spitting rain now. The clouds have somewhat cleared. Outside, you can see from where you face, you can see to the east the sun ever so slightly beginning to rise. And to your west now, other side of the building, you can see the darkness begin to slowly fade away. The blood moon is no longer hanging in the sky.
Just in time, guys. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so you've got the same iron fence in front of you with the hedge on the other side.
I open the gates.
Okay, and the gate opens.
Actually,
Alarms.
you wanna use the door this time, or are we climbing over again?
Fuck
How's
it,
that?
and he vaults.
I just open the gate and I walk
Make an athletics check.
Fuck yeah.
Please fail. Please fail.
It's
Please
actually
fail.
not really good for me, but 12.
Okay, so you manage to vault your way over this fence, and with a you land and crush the hedge beneath you. You don't manage to vault over the
Fuck
hedge as
yeah.
well, and there is now a Loxodon-sized gap in the hedge.
Next to the other Loxodon side.
Yes, apart from this one on one side was where he pushed through, and this one now is more of a kathunk.
Cyrus will follow Peldale. through the
Fucking
door.
sucks to be that gardener.
Okay, Kamiya comes with you all,
Okay.
and just steps through the gate and shuts it behind.
Alright, let's
We
head
just,
back to
yeah.
Airbus.
Same
Okay.
way we came. Head back to
Sounds good.
Erebos. Go into that same like side entrance of the castle or whatever.
Can I save the game beforehand?
No, it auto saves. Auto saves.
Dungeon Master, can
we please quick save?
Yeah, save
Um,
point here, please.
So Kamiya takes the lead. And she leads you all out and onto the main
Off the
road.
cliff.
And you follow your way through the back alleys, and you can hear now, throughout the town, there is commotion.
The demon got out, guys.
Do we just keep going, guys? Yeah.
I kind of want to. How high are the rooftops?
No.
Listen, I really need to get some sleep. Holy, it's,
They're,
a long
they're
night.
about 2 stories above you. If you, again, find a narrow alleyway, you could probably climb up.
I will do so.
Okay, so to do so, you'd have to wait until you're towards the more common districts, as when you're immediately leaving the Dawn Hall, the buildings around there are all very spaced out with luxurious gardens and etc.
Bliat.
Alright. I
Okay.
will do that.
So when you get to the more sort of warehousey district down to the south of the Dawn Hall, you watch as Throom begins to try and climb his way up
As
between
as he's just about starting, I'm gonna like through. Shouldn't we be getting back to Erebos? Not
We need to see what this commotion is, because it might be on the way.
Okay, so
And I will jump my way up
make me...
acrobatically.
Yeah, make an acrobatics check. As acrobatically as a large elephant man can be.
17.
Okay, so you manage to... You watch now as Throom pushes off against one wall, lands on the other, pushes off from that one, and just manages to catch his hands on and scrabble his way up. And you now stand on the slate roof of one of the White House
Can I
buildings.
see the commotion, or at least identify where it's coming from?
Make a perception check.
I win these.
I don't win these.
That's 18?
Yeah,
18.
that's very much the more
18.
like, I'm really good at these. I'm really bad at these.
Every time I've ever said that before. Fucking...
The commotion doesn't seem to be centered on any one point. There seems to be a general shifting throughout the town as people now come out of certain buildings and you see people taking off these robes and these masks and throwing them down. One street about 3 blocks down the road, people have already started to burn some form of robes or textures. There's a number of individuals squabbling with one another.
We did it, boys. We did it. We
There's a number of
Oh,
guards
the fucking crystal!
to the south.
Crystal breaking, yep.
A number of guards to the south are attempting to regain some sort of order from what you can see. With a number of common folk either fighting and throwing things at the guards or fighting amongst themselves.
Wait, and the blood moon is gone too, right? Didn't they say that thing would like just stay in the sky for like 3 days straight, even during the daytime?
No, I think it's just it's
It's
usually
just
there
nighttime.
for 3. I think it's like a moon thing, like it's there for 3
Make
days.
a perception check. Peldo.
All of us?
Like, yeah, would I still see
I-
the moon? Because it's
Make a
like,
perception
it's like
check.
early, right? Natural 20.
Okay. So yeah, you notice that up in the sky, the blood moon, where it was, there's still this small reddish tinge behind the clouds,
Okay.
but there's no longer this harsh red light that coated the ground. And there's no longer this initial sense of unease that you felt when you first looked at it.
Interesting.
Is there anyone nearby us, per se?
Mm,
Like, close?
the closest people to you are maybe a block down the street.
Alright.
There's... You can see them from here. You can see about 4 figures. 1 looks to be female. 3 look to be male. And 2 of the males and the female are stood on one side, sort of turned against this one individual, and they're shouting and arguing. You can make out a few words here and there. One of the women, the woman is like, "Well, you know, how am I supposed to trust you?" And everyone else is sort of like trying to calm the woman down, but at the same time, it appears that everything's getting very heated in the city at the moment, from what you can see.
Alright. I will climb down.
Okay.
What'd you see?
Looks like people are riding. Some
does
form
it-
of commotion.
Is it me, or is the blood moon a lot less intense than,
I
like,
mean,
it's still there, it's still reddish, but it doesn't look as deep.
I don't know, I don't really pay
would
attention to the fucking
Cyrus
moon.
know that the blood moon does like change in intensity throughout the things? It's just something that happens, or is it very much usually it's just like one big color?
So it's very much that during the daytime, the blood moon is much less prevalent.
I'll say, it happens in the day, you know.
What are people writing about through?
Fuck knows.
I mean,
There's a lot of people throwing down, taking off cultist robes and masks and throwing them down, and people are getting mad at each other for stupid shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Does he break the crystal?
Does anyone remember, without looking at notes,
Okay.
what the crystal was doing?
It's amplification crystal, and it was using a spell to control minds.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Right.
Cyrus has used that connection and gone, probably because the crystal has been destroyed. Maybe he did destroy it, and people are
Interesting.
free. They're no longer cults.
Hey,
Oh,
Koiba.
I think we have a fat paycheck to pick up from one Erebus.
That's my thoughts exactly. Because that means they're
Cyrus
destroying
Okay.
what you
connection.
want.
Cyrus takes 2+2. He's a smart boy. He's smart enough.
So, first things first.
I'm the realist.
Yeah. Now that we're out of the house, Peldo,
Hey!
mark down inspiration.
Wait, what?
Mark down inspiration.
Okay. Why?
Because of your interactions within the house.
Oh, you got gifted. You got a little gift.
I played well, guys! DM likes me.
And
Yeah, favoritism.
Cyrus,
Uh,
for putting together the fact that, hey, people are rioting because they were aware of what went on and now are no longer under control.
Rigged.
Have
It's gonna
some
challenge the
inspiration.
Hey.
I've never had, like, what is it, DM
I like
DM
I like to
inspiration.
do DM inspiration. Basically, you can use it at any point to give you advantage on one check,
Oh,
Gives
lit.
advantage.
Nice.
or if you have disadvantage,
It's
you can use
basically
it
a
to
luck
negate
point.
that.
And it's like a one-use thing, like after you use it,
Yeah.
it's gone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a
Can I
luck
use
point.
You
it
also
on,
can't be
like,
given
any
inspiration when
roll?
you already have inspiration.
Okay.
Can use it
Can I
on
use
any
it on,
roll
like,
that
any
you
roll?
make. You can also
roll,
choose to gift your inspiration to another player.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way we're going to use inspiration.
Cool. And then fucking bards.
So yeah, basically at any point, like if you're drinking
good.
and you want to do something cool, and I say make a check, you'll be like, I can use my inspiration.
Yeah.
You can use it after you've rolled, but before I tell you what happens.
Fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's fair enough.
Okay.
So, yeah. Right, do this check. And it's like, oh, that's a 2. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
inspiration.
Cool.
It's sort of like the lucky feat, apart from that you can't use it on rolls against you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Let's,
we'll continue on that kind of vein.
Let's get paid, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay,
Yeet.
so Kamiya leads you back towards Erebus's house.
I'll be following pretty close behind. 'Cause,
Which
like,
is sort of at the... It's right on the border of the richer district and the more common district.
Mm-hmm.
So she leads you down and around and back up to it. Diverting here and there to sort of avoid the bigger commotions of people.
Bummer.
You're more than welcome to split off.
About that dumb.
And you get back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to go in via the servant's entrance or the main doors?
Oh,
Or...
I'm just gonna go into the main door, dude.
Main
Okay.
door, yeah.
Main
Just like
door.
open it right up like out in the place.
FBI, open up.
So, Peldo walks forward past Kamiya, and
I'm feeling good about
the
myself.
doors in
know,
front of you,
like-
they are large. They're like 20 feet high,
Mhm.
with ornate handles on the front.
Do you think I could steal the handles?
Certainly try.
Yeah, you can try if you want.
Nah, that's not something through my dudes. I give a fuck about door handles.
Okay, so Peldo takes open the handles, and the doors swing open.
And it's burning.
No, Erebus is stood there, waiting, looking at the door.
Oi, oi.
Hell yeah.
Hello,
Think you
gentlemen.
would have noticed that the town is a lot less under the control of a certain crystal and spell and magic.
I have. I would suggest that you all come inside first.
Cyrus will. I mean, oh,
I go inside
I go inside the house.
and I tell him everything that we've seen.
So
About
what do you
the
tell him?
the fucking fox dude, how he broke the crystal because he zooped around for like half a second and he was like, okay, I'll give you the crystal, and then broke it as he leaves. We fought armor. No, I'm not gonna touch. I just tell him like, yo, we found the crystal and some fucking.
I know. As he's saying
Arcana
that,
loft?
Read your diary while you're at it.
as he said, like, I found the crystal. I'll pull out the pouch of the broken crystal.
In case you want to keep a souvenir.
I mean,
Yeah. Almost died a couple of times, but seems like all's well ends well, and I believe we are due payment for this bounty.
Okay. So he,
Agreed.
he nods at you and says, I would have... The people I represent would have been very interested in the crystal. However, the
It
main
wasn't
task was
our
to destroy
choice.
it or
It
recover
wasn't our
it.
choice to destroy it. This Arcana Loft decided to break it before handing it over to us instead of giving it to us whole.
Out of
He's an
interest,
asshole.
how did he break it?
He just like kind of as he teleported, he used some kind of spell, summoned the gates, and as he stepped through the gates and he disappeared, this crystal just shattered.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And
didn't really
he
give
sort
a
of looks out the window and sort of is sort of not focusing on you all right now. Oh, sorry. Yes, payment. People I represent are very happy that the city will soon be back to normal.
Just
Things can
you know,
continue.
keep an eye out because I doubt that this story is over. I doubt that this is just over now.
As do I. It may take people a while to be
Yeah.
comfortable again.
If anything, we've slowed down whatever they were trying to do. To try again. People like this tend to be very persistent.
So he claps his hands, and a servant girl walks in. She is a wood elf.
She cute?
She's pretty cute. She doesn't meet your gaze.
Is this you?
Yeah, where's the wrong cat?
She's carrying a tray, and on the tray there is 4 pouches. She looks at the tray the entire time, does not meet anyone's gaze. She stands next to Erebos, and he takes the purses from the tray and waves a hand, and she leaves and passes you all a coin purse.
As she's leaving, I will cast message and talk to her. Just say, thank you.
She sort of
Oh, that's
looks
got some
around
nuts.
and like wide-eyed meets your face and then looks away.
Did she give him a wink though?
No, she seems very much like, what the fuck?
My voices, the voice.
Um,
They're happening again.
Go on. Yes, the pouch.
you've all been handed a pouch. As
I
Erebos
I
looks at
count
you.
the gold.
I open the pouch.
You
to see
open
what's
and
inside.
count it out piece by
I
piece.
cut out. I just open up and see
Okay.
if
I
it is
counted out.
gold.
Oh, I
Because
counted
I
out too,
trust
bro.
no
100%. Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
is inside it 20 pieces of platinum.
Yep.
Okay.
Each piece of platinum is 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And there is 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Gold. So basically, we've got
Basically,
so-
you got 250 gold in platinum and
Okay.
gold.
Okay.
Each.
Okay. I'm not mad. No.
I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining.
While we're here, I came across a couple of magical things that I don't know what they are. I remember you checking them out before. Could you maybe do me a favor?
Sure. Once our business is concluded.
Oh, sorry. I presumed that we were done. My apologies.
There's a matter of importance to me now that this is dealt with. I have an item I wish to see safely transported to Respite. And I would like to send people that I can trust along with it.
As
You
he says
trust
the word,
us?
as he says the word
flattering.
trust. As he says the word trust, I just look at Cyrus,
Cyrus just
make eye contact, and then look back at her.
Before we begin, though,
Mhm.
there's someone I think you all should meet
Right.
that most of you are familiar with. And he turns around, and you hear at the top of the stairs, a door opens, and a figure steps out.
Dumbledore.
And that's where we're going to end.
oh no, fuck it.
I know for a fact it's gonna be fucking Tidwin, dude. Bet 100%, 100%. Dude.
It's where it's not. Smile.
It's gonna be Tibbs.
Hey,
'Cause
it's
and he
not-
doesn't want to say it now because he wants fucking Panda's IRL reaction. Bet, bro.
Or he just wanted to end on a cliffhanger.
Yes, true.
It's almost like everything we've done so far, I've tried to end on a cliffhanger.
Yikes.
Nice. Good
Hey,
sesh.
that,
Cool.
that was a good sesh.
Yeah, it was.
Cyrus got bullied to shit for literally no reason.
I mean,
No,
you
no,
were
no.
literally
You're,
trying to
you're
steal
a shady
shit.
motherfucker, and trust is important.
He
You
just
are
wanted
shady.
to know facts. He just wanted to know things. He
Uh-huh.
just wanted to be like, guys,
Well,
it's
that's
cursed.
what I would say,
Oh
too.
no, wait, sorry guys, it's not cursed.
Then you can say, "Oh, I think there might be something up with this," and then you
Hey,
fucking
this
fucking
is
shit.
odd.
What I love
This
as
is
well
what
is
happened to
that
me.
How
How about I
Peldo
let
has
you
that
know?
sort of same sort of, I don't know, reaction to it as Bran, which is like that sort of like, look, tell the fucking truth, otherwise people die.
I mean, it's true though. Like,
Yeah, it is.
And
Like,
Peldel is very much like that because he's been like his teachings of like
I love
becoming.
how it's fucking Quaybutt both times.
Yeah, no, but I think the way I've been raised by like the college that taught me how to hunt monsters and shit. Is like
Whoa.
you gotta,
spoilers.
bro. You know that I'm a fucking blood hunter, bro. Like what? It's like you gotta make sure that if you travel with someone that you have their full trust. Because if you
Oh
don't,
no, I fully
you'll
agree.
fucking die.
All right.
He just was a...
So guys, we'll be here. I believe
this
we're gonna
point-
be here next week.
Yeah, definitely.
you will
should.
have
At this
to-
point,
I will let
Unless you
know.
hear from me.
I trust Throom. I trust Carmina. But I don't
I
fucking
don't
trust
trust
Cyrus.
Cyrus. Yeah.
Oh, he's actually legitimately...
And Peldel is trying his best to not just
I will
fucking
legitimately
write
tell
you off.
Cyrus is not trying to be sneaky in any way. He's
Like, I
just
hope you
being
realize
dumb.
that Peldel
He's
is
just
doing
being-
his best not to just write you off. Like, he's
Right,
trying
guys.
his best to, like,
Through-
let
Through's
you...
basically already
Let's
given
finish
up
up
on
stream
Yeah,
before
sorry.
we do anything else.
Get
Okay,
mad.
okay, okay.
Get
Um,
mad.
For next session, I would assume it's going to be next week. However, with my current work rota at the moment, I find out like Thursday, Friday, whether or not I'm going to be off on Saturday. So,
Okay.
if anything comes up, I will have to let you all know. Hopefully, Panda will be back. Panda, we miss you.
Yeah, Panda, hopefully
Love you!
everything goes well.
And,
We are going to go raid a gentleman who I,
really
don't
do
get
like
to
that
raid
panda
very
gift.
often.
it's very distracting.
So, please hang around. What, the panda roll?
Yeah, dude. Just can't stop. It's so cute.
And I will see you all tomorrow on Laura
Dungeon
K483's
Select.
channel for Dungeon Select.
Where my party goes and fights an army of...
Yeah, that's a
fucking-
shitty D&D campaign.
Yeah, that's not
Wow.
that great, is it? Ooh,
No.
some is like... Some? Oh boy.
We're gonna go raid
Yeah,
some
dude.
because I never ever
Raid,
get to raid some.
raid him while he raids a tomb.
Some Nilo gay. Am I right?
Right. Bye
Got 'em.
everyone.
Yeah, bye bye.
I clipped that, by the way.
It's a little gay.
Well, my gay joke literally froze my Discord. Yikes.
That's how you know even Discord didn't approve.
Cheeky takeaway. That's actually really. Oh my god, Celtic Gypsy, thank you for the raid, dude.
What then?
Right
How's
then.
everyone from Gypsy's stream doing?
Alright. So, look at that fucking...
Well,